Silverback gorilla music. Ah! Double hard bastard. Double hard bastard. Dojo magic. Go gadget. Liddy, tryna get litty. Holler me and we can let the devil out. Hating, keep hating. All you motherfuckers need to simmer down. Blind men wanna see my vision, and the commented women wanna ask permission. I'm driven, I'm getting down to business. I expect you to understand my ambition, but that's a sick opinion, bro. Thanks. I'ma get to swimming, no chase. I need a woman that can lift up a car, help me with an alibi when I get home from the bar. Double hard bastard, climbing out the casket. If you gotta know I'm doing great, fantastic. 8 straight jackets, hate that's classic. Skate right past it, thanks for asking. From the wall to the window, hit the crescendo if you tryna flex. Yeah, cup of clock at a thought, take a shot, little bro, say less. Liddy, try and get litty, holler me and we can let the devil out. Hating, keep hating, all you motherfuckers need to simmer down. Look out below, it's leeches down there, I see blood in the snow. When you sitting at the top, you were talking, that's how it goes. Any other human would've stumbled down, they would've slowed. Raise your glass if you're invincible, made out of gold. I'm alive, I'm a diehard. My God, high tide in my pie chart. From side eyes getting high in a dive bar to 5 cars all aligned in my side yard. From the wall to the window, hit the crescendo if you're trying to flex. Bitch, cup of clock in the thought, take a shot, little bro, say less. Lady, try and get lady, holler me and we can let the devil out. Hating, keep hating, all you motherfuckers need to simmer down. Up in life, all you need to do is listen to my music. I'll grab your hand, we can go do some colorful, vibrant shit. Pookie Baby, aka Prof, aka Kaiser Von Potterhorn, aka King Gampo. I don't know how many words you fucking need to describe that I'm more fun than a crackhead with a squirrel on a leash. Break down the music one time. I'm stealing your fucking shoes. AKA, that's my fucking cousin's bike. You should leave now. I'm gonna leave now. Give me this shit. Give me this. Can I take this home?
No one should watch Moon, because obviously there's something wrong with her, and the only people that should be watching her are the ones that are crazy like her.
Step back, ho. Know your place. I'm talking to all of you, okay? Olaf, Queen of Karma, MJ Bellinger, with the rest of these whores, Miss Moon, all you bitches. Hooter.
Because I can leave. Sorry, you take offense at you barking in my ear and I'm saying that's annoying. Annoying.
In the name of Lord Jesus Christ, I pray to God that He touches you.
Oh, bitch!
Everybody is female.
I am natural. natural double D's.
Yeah, that's big enough for documents. Or summons.
Is it Maybelline?
Everyone.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
This is not a muumuu. It's a dress.
Oh, and to Miss Moonbear, stupid fucking dyed-haired bitch. What? I'm so excited to hear what you had to say about me, and you just said bullshit. You just said bullshit.
Hey everybody, happy Sunday. So sorry about the cropped and everything on the new intro. Actually sent a rough draft of that to Rose. Let me know what you think of the music. I think it's way better than what it was before on the rough draft. I hope you guys liked it. I had a lot of fun making it. I'm still working on it a bit, so I just played it from what I had edited on my computer. It's so good to see everybody. Hey, William, Angela, Round Eye, Let It Go, good to see you. Zen Rhino, Crash Kudakoo, thank you so much for the $5. Hey, everybody. Rose, thanks for being, sorry, Olap, thank you for being a member. Dove Kitty, hello, hello. Yay! Okay, you guys can hear me, that's good. Perfect. Yeah, so, let me see who else is here. Mr. Metal Skull, JB0617, I'm fairly new to TLC, Unhinged, certainly. We're going to talk a lot about that tonight. She wants to sue me and leave me for dead, so we're going to talk some about that. I've received some interesting comments on the videos I've done, so we're going to talk about that as well. There's this absurd notion that Letitia is being bullied by reacting to what she says. I think that a lot of that is coming from people who were not around for the first season of Letitia. Thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships, Rose. I appreciate you. Who else is here? Jack Burton, good to see you. Want to say hi to everybody. If you guys are not subscribed, make sure you guys subscribe, like the stream, and leave a comment after for the engagement and all of that. Even if you think that I'm bullying her or whatever you think it is, definitely leave a comment. I want to hear what you have to say. Good and dissenting opinions are welcome. Okay, so we are going to start with Leticia, and then we will move over to her ex-best friend who threw her over a table, Trashpanda. And yeah, we'll take it from there. Also, this angel cat does not like Leticia. Sam Tefler says it's bullying? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The audacity. Anyways, we'll get to that. Like I said, I want to go over some of these comments that I received. Actually, I received a comment from somebody that Colleen actually sent me their videos like 2 months ago. And then suddenly I seen a comment on my short little 5-minute video I posted when Leticia came back. So that was really interesting. But then I started receiving more of those comments. Before we get into that, though, I want to thank everybody who has subscribed.
Become a member. Welcome to the safe house. This is a safe place.
Thank you, Hardcore. I appreciate you. Welcome to the safe house. Let me see if I can get this picture up so that it's not covering up the comments and the alerts. Let's do that first. Image. Actually, I really don't want to make you guys wait too long, so let's just pop this up. And we're going to go ahead and go over to my channel so we can look at these comments real quick. I want to get that out of the way before we start talking about her wanting to sue me and whatnot. So the first one was over on a short video I did. I've been sick. Let's take a look. You guys need to leave this woman alone. She looks a lot more well here. Stop bullying people online. It may make her relapse into hell before. All of this online cyberbullying is disgusting. Like, look at Cyrax. Stop. What we're doing, like covering Leticia, is not at all the same as the things that went on with Cyrax. I don't know a whole lot of his lore. I know what I'm doing is reacting to her words. That's it. That's all I'm doing. And I don't know what's bullying about that. And I reacted to her one day. I'm not pulling up her streams every single day, every single time she goes live, every single time she posts a video. So there is that. Have you heard of her ruminating if she can sue you and others? Where's the other one? The voices of the victims speak. There will be a lawsuit against YouTube for all of the assaults and misleading discrimination footage taken against her channel. This is an absurd thing to say because they are her videos. She has said that something, we're going to talk about like what she said about her relationship, and where she stands in that. And I have always said that I hope Leticia gets better. I hope that she works on her mental health. I hope that she takes the medication that she needs. I was very, very positive and advocated for happiness for her. I was actually working on a video, and it was like a success story from, you know, where she was to having a home, building a family with her man, getting engaged. Like, we have not seen that from any like cow or person that is dramatic that we react to. So I thought that that was incredible. It is Leticia and her behavior that changes that perspective. And if you feel like people are bullying her by criticizing her behavior, criticism does not equal bullying. It doesn't. We are all criticized online. And when you post yourself online, you're subjected to that criticism. People will have opinions. I vote the right that everyone has their own opinion. Yes, we do. And that we all should have the right to our own channel. No one has the right to discriminate against people with disabilities. I am personally a firm believer that we all deal with some sort of mental health disorder in one way or another, whether that is a very small part, something a little bit of a tiny tick that we have personally, or something that is more worn on our sleeve the way that we see with Leticia. I am a firm believer that we all deal with something, but having a mental health disability does not excuse your behavior. You have control over your actions, and when you start to act out and then want to use your mental health as a crutch, I don't think that that's fair. And I think that if Leticia is going to sit there and say that your mental health disorder does not excuse your behavior when somebody says something in her comment section that she doesn't like, then she should be able to apply that same thought process to her own behavior. Anyway. She knows she is as welcome here as Paula and Leticia go. Wait. I don't know what's happening. S Angel, that is exactly what I said too. When I first started reacting to her again, I had personally just came back after being gone for a while. I can't stream nearly as much as I used to, so it's very sporadic. I don't have a schedule, so I jump on when I can. And that was what I said too. It was like the first 2 videos that we saw from her were really great, but it was the second that she left her comment section open and the second she started live streaming that things started to change. And she even has acknowledged the fact that this is starting to stress her out. And I appreciate the fact that she can recognize that, but it's the buck stops there. She recognizes she's starting to get a little stressed out. But what she doesn't like recognize is that this is a choice she's making. If you don't want to hear the criticism, she doesn't have to watch. If she doesn't want to see anybody's comments in her comment section that are dissenting opinions, she could turn her comments off, or she doesn't have to post online at all. Those are her personal choices, the same as it's my personal choice to look at what she's doing and react. I followed her from the beginning. I've said this to her in her live stream, and we're going to go over that. I am a fan of Leticia. I love her videos. I've always loved her videos. I do not like the things that she does. I will criticize that. I am a reaction channel. That's what we do. But I am certainly a fan of Leticia. She's very entertaining in my opinion. And I'm not going to lie about that. I'm not going to turn around like some like Shani reactors or Foodie Beauty or Amber Lynn reactors and talk about how much you hate them, but watch them constantly. I'm a fan. And I rooted for her. I wanted the best for her, and I still want the best for her. But if she does something that I think is crazy online, I'm going to laugh. I'm going to react. Yes. Yes, we all love a good dumpster fire, and I love a good success story, and I was really rooting for her, and I still am. Her behavior and the things that she has been saying, she doesn't seem to have learned very much from her time. And it looks like she took full advantage of the mental health care system in Illinois and the justice system. I have no idea what's going on in the chat, so I'm sorry for not paying attention. Try not to like start shit or do whatever. If it gets out of hand, Rose get a hold of me before blocking anybody, because I'd like everybody to be able to share what they have to say. But if we start derailing to a point, then we're gonna have to time some people out. So there was that one, and then I got another one over on my live stream. Over here.
Still don't resonate.
Pause. I should have pulled up screenshots. I'm sorry. Okay. Question: why bully a woman online who's been found to be clinically insane? Because I personally don't think that she is clinically insane. And if you talk to her yourself, she will say the same thing. You aren't one to say you are pro advocate for those with mental health or mental illness and do this at the same time, I assume. So you are against those who suffer with severe mental illness that's clearly beyond their control and understanding. Other than making money and growing your channel, what do you get off through doing this to her? I'm not doing anything to her. If anything at all, I have built a beautiful relationship with Rose. I met Rose in the very beginning of the Leticia saga. She actually was supporting Leticia, and it wasn't until she came to my channel when she started to recognize a different side of how to look at these things. Leticia is extremely manipulative. She's very intelligent. And she knows how to pull at the heartstrings. She knows how to manipulate people and build a story. And had Rose not come to this side of YouTube and saw what I had to say and kind of open up a different perspective. think of the Linda situation, right? She's like, I don't know why Linda would do this to me. Well, you accepted her phone calls. You chose to accept her phone calls and her letters and communicate with her. And you had a very specific purpose for that because you didn't know Linda. You had no idea who Linda was. So why else would she have allowed
Crash
Linda?
Coot has become a member. Welcome to the safe house. This is a safe place.
Thank
She's
you,
really
Crash.
put on weight, but is still hot AF.
Why else would she allow Linda to communicate with her, some person she doesn't know, if it weren't for her having ulterior motives? It would be no different than bullying a cancer patient or someone with autoimmune disease, a disability of some sort. You have to be real sadistic, in my opinion, to get off on doing that to someone who's such an easy target because of their vulnerability. Leticia is not an easy target. Again, she's very smart, and she's not being targeted. And then people obviously responded, so I appreciate you guys responding to that. You guys can look at it how you want. I think a lot of these people are new to Leticia. There is a new setup on YouTube, especially with the way that Leticia does her live streams, where she's not using like something like StreamYards or Streamlabs or OBS or something, right? She's just using it directly from her phone. So it's very similar to like TikTok Live, and you can just swipe through. When you do that, you can start you expand your audience much further. And I do believe that she has a lot of people who were there from the beginning. There are two who are not wanting to get blocked. And I was being very kind to her. I'm not going to jump in there. She has given me plenty of material where I could have gone in there deliberately trying to get a rise out of her. But I didn't. I didn't do that. And it wasn't until I told her I didn't like what she does when she decided to flip out on me, because I was in her comment section for 2 straight days without any issue from her outside of her saying, like, can you please apologize to my mom? You're really upsetting my mom by doing these live streams. But outside of that, she allowed me to stay in her comment section until I very specifically said, I do not like the things you do. And at that point, she called me a disgusting cunt. And she told me she was going to sue me and leave me for dead. That's Leticia. So let me go ahead and pull up this edit. I went ahead and edited some clips together so you guys could kind of see the direction that it went in order for her to like kind of freak out on me. And then we will move forward from there. I sent Leticia a $100 Walmart e-card. She thanked me with the puppies in the freezer story. I was devastated and came to Moon and have been here ever since. I've been watching Leticia for months alone. Yeah. Okay. So let me get this video up for you guys because I went ahead and clipped everything together. Oh wait, I think I did move it over to my Leticia file. I sure did. Perfect.
I am about to use the steam mop at some point. Oh, when the kitties aren't. Oh.
So this whole conversation about the steam mop in the very beginning of this stream, that was from me. I kept asking her, I'm like, you're really excited about this steam mop. Have you gotten a chance to use it yet? This is her responding to me. And you can see how calm she is, how chill everything is.
She requested my audience, and then I gave her it and fed her a few snacks. Now she's like, I don't know. Quit being grumpy cat too, kitty. And don't get stuck on that, please. Silly kitty. Anywho, give me this. Thank you. All right. Where did my tissue go? Did you move it? Thank you. I did. Thanks. Scusi. Let me see. Let me see. I will test that steam mop soon enough. Oh! You okay? Are you okay? She's fine. She's fine. She just fell on the floor with that box, the Revlon box. But anyway, I was showing you guys the steam mop that I had gotten just now in the mail, and I haven't opened it up or anything yet, so I have no idea how good it's gonna be. But so far, usually I just wait for my fiance to put the things together. I'll be honest, I just don't. I'm lazy. You can do it, and then you can help me learn how to use it. So, but anyway, yeah, I'm lazy. But he bought that for me, and yeah, it just came in. That's crazy. It says, "You are glowing. Are you pregnant?" I wish. I wish. I finally found the one. Now I wish to be pregnant. You know, I finally found that one. And not to say that I didn't want my other children, but let's be honest, they weren't created from true love. They were created from lust. There must be a difference. There must be. In the universe, in existence, there must be a difference with creation. I mean, imagine it. Because if you're not truly in love with the individual and willing to sacrifice anything for them, and then you create offspring in that very fusion of the cells in the event, then what is... There's not really much of a connection there, is there? It goes to show why I couldn't stand my ex-husband, and I couldn't really deal with the fact that my baby, my son, was born of someone that was crazy. So anyway, all right. I'm gonna say, you do look great. Thank you. Thank you, I appreciate that.
Again, that was me.
Okay, Stephen Turman says, freezing to death is one of the most painful ways to die. Always remember that.
Yeah.
Okay. What's that have to do with anything? That is irrelevant at this point. I've discussed that in the other videos. If you continue to bring that up and say that I'm going to freeze to death, that's not going to happen. So I would back down. I would not talk if I were you. So, would you get a dog again? Yes, I would get a dog, and we've discussed getting another poodle or a chihuahua. So, thank you. I hope I can use that sweeper soon. Okay, so we need to pay... it says Baby Yoda right there. You shouldn't even have that screen tag. You're obviously deranged. You are not cute and adorable like Baby Yoda. You are sick and disgusting and depraved and a hideous monster. Let's pray for Baby Yoda. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother
Thank you,
of God,
Be Free.
pray for us sinners, now and at the hour.
All right, so Be Free, I'm going to repeat this. Leticia puts herself out there so people can react to her. It's not illegal, and it's not bullying. It is not. And like you said, she puts herself out there. And she knows exactly what she's doing. She even, like, she says it in a previous video where she's aware that I'm adding traffic to her channel. Anybody reacting to her is publicity to her channel. She knows it.
Hour of our death. Amen. I'll pray for all of you.
The same way that reaction channels have helped build Foodie Beauty and Amber Lynn.
Okay, you got some nerve showing back up with animals in your care, says Stephen Turman. I know it, 'cause I was never a threat to animals, nor people, nor babies. So here I am. Anyway.
But you were.
Thank you for
But you were.
saying
You had a warrant against you because you were. You spent a year in jail because you were a threat
for, you know, that I found true love. Angel, I swear to Christ, get away from me. Yeah, okay. What do you want? You come to me sometimes in order to grow.
This cat hates her.
Well, why? I know that you weren't raised all cuddly and everything. Your dad did not cuddle you enough.
The nerve. Are you serious? It's because your dad didn't cuddle you enough. Why you hate me. Got it.
I know this. Please stop. Go away. No more. We will get more of these treats when we go on our date. You are too chunky already, your dad said. No.
The kitty
and you're
knows.
hairy, and no. Okay, goodbye. Okay, no.
Oof.
So anyway.
If you guys have headphones on, you guys could really hear that cat just going off.
Okay. Okay. Moon said, I make Mr. Moon put things together for me too. That's funny. Actually, my mom had mentioned something about one of your feeds and how she was upset about it. So if you could please stop upsetting my mother, Moon, that would be really nice. Because she does not like seeing the negativity about me, and she thinks it's going to blow up in my face again. And I told her, I said, how? How? No one's going to touch my fiance. No one's going to do shit. I'm telling the truth about everything. I'm exposing all. If they dox me, then they're going to get in trouble eventually.
Okay, so she did not see my immediate response to what she's saying here. And something that Leticia is doing is she is like holding at, like, you can swipe through the comments on a live stream if you're using your phone. It pulls directly up and the same way that you see it when you're watching. So what she does is she kind of holds it in place and then scrolls down. So she doesn't catch the comments in response to what she's saying because she's not watching them live. So I did respond to her, letting her know that I made it very clear that I do not advocate for doxing. It says it so in every one of my live streams, in the description of every single one of my live streams. I'm not okay with it. I don't advocate for it. I've said very specifically, do not contact her. Don't contact her fiance. Don't try to meet her. Don't try to meet her fiance. I am not okay with that. I've never promoted anything like that on my channel. And I will never promote something like that. So I did let her know that, like, although I have criticisms of her, I've been a strong advocate against that. And have always been when it comes to Leticia or anyone that I cover on my channel.
It's just how the world works. So, anyway. Moon says, I won't deny I enjoy watching your videos and streams.
This was the second part of my comment.
But I disagree with the things you do, just like you disagree with my approach. I do wish you the best for you. Moon?
So what she just read is, I won't deny that I am a fan of your content. I enjoy watching your content. But I'm not going to deny I disagree with some of the things that you do, the same way that you disagree with my approach. But I wish the best for you.
You're a conceited, ignorant, arrogant cunt to think that you can utilize my image and get away with it one day. You will be taken down. Mark my words. If you don't like my approach or the things that I do, then why are you here trying to belittle me? I have my own life. Your opinion,
I agree, AP.
Matters not. And inevitably, your subscribers will leave you and you will be left with nothing. No one will care. And you will be left just tormented, covered in your own filth. You're a filthy, disgusting whore. And you know it. That's why you do the things you do. You know exactly why you do the things you do.
Thank you, Anne.
And you know you are sick. And you know that you are depraved. And you know that you have more issues than I do, and that's why you're jealous and you are here.
Thank you
She blew me
for
a
proving
kiss.
my point, you fucking cunt.
I loved it. I loved it. And again, like I said, I wasn't even in there trying to rile her up. Like I've said, she's given all of us plenty to work with in terms of like saying or doing shit. There's a ton of people in there talking about frozen puppies, talking about threatening babies. I simply said, I do not like what you do. I was in her comment sections for 2 days straight, and the one time I said, I do not like the things you do, she went off. Shocking.
Let's see here. Happy Friday to you, April. Hey. Hannah, banana. You have mental issues. We have to get rid of you. Good day, though. Thank you, Stuart. This reaction...
Exactly, Rose. Like, I could say some really fucked up shit, and I am refraining from saying said fucked up things for now. But I enjoyed it. It was good to see that, like, undertone of anger from her, because it's entertaining.
Okay.
And again, these people are like, she's got a mental illness. Da, 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 da. Like, you guys just keep watching. Just keep watching. Enjoy the show. Watch what happens.
The reaction channels that post you should give you half of the donations
Rapid
they get
switching.
to you. Or, yeah, they should. Moon owes me a lot of money for utilizing my image. And why she's here on my feed trying to talk to me nicely, I have no idea. She's backhanded. She's shady, she's manipulative, and no one should watch Moon. Because obviously, there's something wrong with her. And the only people that should be watching her are the ones that are crazy like her.
You crazy bitches, thanks for watching me. I appreciate it. Yes, she was clean. Projection, for
I blocked
real.
Moon now. She obviously is so desperate for views that that's why she came to my channel to try to get more, what is the word? I'm sorry, content.
No, you hand it out for free. You hand it out for free, and I love it. You make me laugh. I love it, and this was just an added bonus.
More content. These people have no lives. It's pathetic. It's very sad. I made mistakes. I publicized my mistakes, and I also publicized things that I didn't do wrong, that I was innocent of. And I had to add this clip because it is the epitome of what I was trying to like talk about in my last stream. So I want you guys to pay really close attention to this part specifically. And then we're going to talk about that, like her freaking the fuck out. She posted like a 17-minute video where she's like having one of those panic attacks. While
Big T has become
conveniently,
a member. Welcome
thank you.
to the safe house. This is a safe place.
Thank you, Big T. Appreciate it. While simultaneously like stopping to pause to make sure that she conveys her reality.
and tried to get help for. And at that time, everyone thought I was crying wolf. I wasn't. Those people are out there. Those people that made me the victim. Those evil people that committed a crime against me are out there. And if you don't believe me that I'm in the right here, or I'm the innocent party, or I am truly the victim, spend some time with me. Spend some hours with me. Talk to me. Hear me. Listen to my stories. Watch my video. Talk to me. Talk to me on here if you can. If you can manage through all these negative comments. I can't even read the good comments right now because of all you negative people.
I was being a good girl in your chat. I was.
Please do not come back. You are not welcome here until you get mental help. Mental health care, okay? When you go seek that and you recognize that you are attacking someone that has...
I go to therapy every single month. Twice a month. You quit your therapy because you no longer had to. Like, you had to be court ordered to work on your crazy. And the second that you were no longer binded through the system, you dropped that shit like it was a bad habit.
Never done anything to you. Never. You are here, just like Angel proved earlier in the video. That cat that was growling at me. Oh, she came to feed. But just she doesn't really like me. I think
I had to cut back to her.
Because she was isolated for so long, because she's a bachelor's cat. She just stayed by herself indoors, but she's very grumpy. I don't know why she hates me so much. I think it's because she loves Robert so much that she would just die if he, you know, like she acts this way. I don't know.
Well, wait a minute. How does she love Robert so much? You just said that Robert was a bad dad to her and didn't cuddle her enough.
What's wrong with her?
She doesn't like you. That's what's wrong.
I understand.
She can't stand you.
Were her charges really dropped?
Her charges were not dropped. So she was held in jail for over a year, and she was going through monthly mental health evaluations in order to see if she was fit to stand trial. Once they allowed her to stand trial, at that point they could no longer pursue a case due to the right to a speedy trial. So the defense attorneys, rightfully, because you would expect a defense attorney to do this, filed a motion to dismiss and have her acquitted by reason of insanity. So they weren't dropped. She was found not guilty by reason of insanity. And a lot of people are like, she's found, she's clinically insane. I don't believe that of Leticia. She's going to say that to you too. She is extremely manipulative, and they're like she says, it's documented. Okay. She has gone through this multiple times in Arkansas. I have the court documents. She's done this before. She knows how to work the system. She plays it up a little crazy so that she gets that lush, nice treatment. So instead of her, she's in her cell. She was in her cell, getting naked, flooding her cell, and then conveniently she's moved over to the psych ward, which I'm sure is a lot more comfortable than a jail cell with a bunch of recovering people who are withdrawing and that type of environment. So she's being checked up on constantly by doctors. Her meals were probably different. I'm not saying that it was lush, but in comparison, I'm sure it was a lot better, and it's something that she is used to already. So she took advantage of that. And again, because she has the right to a speedy trial, they could no longer push out the case and keep her in a mental facility and keep her going through this. So when Leticia was ready to be found fit to stand trial, that's when she was ready.
I'm loud. I'm different. I make noise in the house where she was all alone. But she still is just so grumpy cat. Get out of here, Angel. Angel? Angel. Oh, God. Okay, she's gone. Kind of.
Yeah, she does have a cycle.
No. I get so scared. Oh, she scares me. So she growls at me, and she hisses at me. But she still loves me. I know she does. Because she's let me pet her. The other night, she tried to climb into my lap for me to pet her, but I get scared, and she knows I'm scared, and that's why we have that issue. Because she has hurt me before. Just like all of you trolls. Just like all of you cyberbullies. I'm willing to forgive you. I'm willing. If you back down and you recognize and you admit defeat. And you admit that you were wrong about all of these things. And if you don't, let's continue to discuss it. We need to work through your mental health issues. Okay? I'm here for you. Free therapy right here. Just proof. The proof is in the pudding. You know, I may not be a licensed therapist, but I can show you proof through what I've lived through, my advice, and can give you that firsthand. That free therapeutic advice, since I have been going to therapy since I was 12 years old.
Yeah, because anybody who learned from Dr. Pawpaw is the person I want to go see.
12 years old, because that was the first time I tried to commit suicide. And not the only time. I had many attempts. Because I hated myself because other people hated me so much they wanted to hurt me. And I know what it feels like. And I know what those cyberbullies feel like. And I know what those trolls feel like. And they want anyone to feel their pain.
Here it
and
is.
And that's what's sad. You guys laugh because I cry for you. I cry because you're hurting inside.
Thank you
You're
for crying
hurting,
for
and that's
me.
why you're attacking people. And that's how I talk to Angel.
See, she really cares. She cares so much about me. Do you see? You see her breaking down? She's crying for my mental illness. Thank you. Thank you so much.
You shouldn't hurt like that. Go find someone that
All
will
the way
help you
down.
and hold you.
This is not a muumuu. It's a dress.
Zenrino has just donated $5. Thank you. So glad you're back. I've missed your streams. Thank you for covering this train wreck. 07 chat.
Thanks, Zen. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm glad I'm back too. I'm not back full time, that's for sure, but I will pop up every chance that I get. So again, thank you so much. I appreciate your support. I'm gonna need to raise some money for a lawyer.
Tell you it's going to be okay. You shouldn't lash out at people like that. It's not fair.
She just switches it on like a freaking light switch. It's so easy for her. I love it.
I gotta go. He's here.
Wow. So this is really interesting. She is like this every time he comes close. Now, this could very simply be the fact that she just doesn't want people fucking with him. But I think it has a lot more to do with the fact that all of her videos are deleted. She's like, I've told him everything. Yeah, but have you showed him everything? Are you sure? But he'll find out. So I made sure to add a threat or two in here. It'll pop up any second now. Let me take a look. Man, it's like a chat reunion. It is. It's so fun. It's so good to see everybody. He has no idea. No, and she is very...
I wish I could get him on film.
Okay, so before I play this, she is very dependent on him. And the way that she speaks about how, like, he needs to take care of her mental health. And look, he got me a house, he got me a cat, he got me a ring. Clearly, he loves me. That type of vibe. I can't wait to see how this plays out. I really cannot wait to see how this plays out. I have so much I want to say about it, but it's going to be so much better just to watch it.
But anyway, there actually is no premeditation, regardless of my thoughts, regardless of how it is, and regardless of how I'm exposing it. What's premeditated is the people that keep it hush hush. That's what's premeditated. So everyone knows that I have the intention of harming this baby if they don't.
Everyone knows I have the intention of harming this baby.
Make the efforts to help me.
If they don't help me. If the omnipotent they don't help her.
And I don't mean to place it on that. It's not even like that. I'm not trying to, what is the word? Where it's like an ultimatum.
There really is, Bellanova.
Like, okay, either you do this, but it is like that. It's completely an ultimatum. Like, either you help us in the system, or this baby is undeserving, and I'm undeserving, and we shouldn't be together, and also the baby should not exist. So when I was explaining that to individuals, and of course everybody gets angry, people from different countries don't understand, they're not as open-minded, they're not as open with their heart and everything. If you kill the child, then it won't suffer. That's exactly what it is. There are humane deaths in the world where it is more beneficial to kill off the child than...
Like putting it in a bag and tossing it into a freezer?
It is to, it's more beneficial to kill off the child because you know it's going to live a life of suffering. You know it's going to live a life of more pain than it would if in that instance you were to just take it out.
Okay, so let's take a look. I played that in that last clip. Oh no, where'd my play? There it is. I played that last clip where she just turned on the waterworks like it was nothing. And I do think that has to do with like not taking her medication. But I also think it's because she's a fantastic actress, excuse me. So I'm gonna give you guys a trigger warning. She freaks out in the video we're about to watch. But keep in mind, she's an actress as well. So try not to get so in your feels as best you can.
I know. It's probably really hard to see me. I'm laying in bed right now. And I'm just sobbing because I thought about the fact that my mom hasn't gone to visit her mom in a long time.
I'm just
That they
sobbing
live
because
many
I want
states
you to
away.
send me money.
And like, I was thinking, if I get money, if I get enough money, I
told you.
I'm going to try to get her to go out and see her mom. Because my mom's in her 60s and my grandma's like in her 80s, right? So I want them to have that time because I realized that my mom didn't get the love that she deserved from her mom, that she always wanted. The holding and talking and everything, because my mother grew up way too fast. And she started her family when she was 16 and was already moved out with my dad and everything.
I am trying so
And she
hard to
just
fix
didn't get that
the lighting on
opportunity
this
like
for
I
you
had.
guys.
No wonder she has some issues with, like, getting close to people, and sometimes when I tried to hug her, she would push me away.
Wow.
And I love her so much. I want her to know how much I appreciate her. And I know it seems like, oh no, you're reaching for, you're just sharing this stuff because you want people to pay for stuff in your life. But that's not the truth. I know that when I get my first, money from the monetization and however much I make, I just really want them to reconnect. And I always think about my dad too. And I know he was an asshole, but I still love him. And I still love his side of the family. My Hispanic side. I wish we could live closer to each other, My abuelita, she's
For the lawyer
like
fund.
90 years old.
Yay, Cray Cray is back.
Thank you so much, Blackthorn. I appreciate you. Yeah, we're gonna have to raise some money for the lawyer if she's trying to sue me and leave me out for dead. So, yeah, I guess we're raising funds for a lawyer and I guess a security guard. I don't know. Thank you.
Not feeling well lately. It's what my dad said. It's just everyone is gonna part soon, and I don't like the thought of that because I'm already 37 years old. As I just feel like there's never enough time.
Oh my
and
God.
I know we all have to try to solve our issues and everything before we pass. But I just want everyone to love each other and get along. Like my family always preached. They always said family comes first.
Oh, okay.
Willpower, faith, and focus. As my parents told me all the time. I just love them so much too. Even though it was hard being raised by young parents, Yeah, they did a great job though. Like I said in the last video, at least we didn't have to live in mobile homes and stuff. They got us houses and the best they could do. I just wish I could fix everything for everyone.
Give me a break.
It's just so sad. I just want to help people, but I don't have the resources or anything. I don't have anything. Just my words, my thoughts, my story. The fact that I burst into tears for no reason.
You see this? She's responding to me.
Because of the complex post-traumatic stress
Get the
disorder.
fuck out of here. Stop it.
I wish I didn't have it.
No, this is very strategic. This is very, very strategic. You know why? Because this isn't just burst out, right? This wasn't just you melting down. You were very aware of what you were doing. You turned on your camera. You took a picture. You took a freaking picture for this video. And you made sure to title it. You've asked for money 2 or 3 times. And you wanted to acknowledge why you're just randomly bursting in tears. This was very, very strategic.
I wish it wasn't always so sad sometimes for no reason. Just thinking about all of the things that people are sad about. And I know that my mom's like, it's okay.
This Miss America attitude, like her, that to me is coming across that bursts out of nowhere.
Years, and I'm like, no, mommy, I know you really want to see her. I love you so much.
Yes, take your medication. It will help.
Oh, yes. I still call my mom mommy. And my dad.
And it would help. It helped her for months, right? Because I told you within the transcripts, we saw that she was able to still continue her treatment. I think it was like for an additional month outside of her last court date. She was still taking her medications and getting therapy. But I really think this was like the second that she chose not to, it has to be that. It has to be that, because she was talking about like how her mother was like really proud of her. She's been like, and she wasn't on here in this like emotional roller coaster. She was still posting online. And posting like the food that she was cooking and her cats and like, yay me, I've got a happy life. But the second she decided to stop taking her medication, here we are.
Daddy. So, yeah.
Sorry. Who needs meds? The weed seems to be working perfectly. Excuse me, the medicinal marijuana.
I'm crying.
She was just fine.
He's not here to help me just think of something else, you know? So when I'm not around him, sometimes I just feel sad because I think about all this stuff. So everybody's like, he can't fix things, but you know, just his energy does. Just the thought of just being around him. And
yeah, so she's kind of like just put this like, I don't know, just has put her fiance on this pedestal as like, he's like a security blanket for her. And I've noticed, like, I'm sure you guys have noticed this too, like if he's gone, she's online. If she's not with him, she is online. And I wonder if that's what it is like he goes to work and she doesn't know how to process that without her medication. So now she's online and she's seeking that like security blanket that he's not there to wrap her in with.
And just, you know, just smelling him or just him holding me or touching my hand or just focusing on something else. He's so good to me. I don't deserve something so pure. I just feel so unworthy. He tells me all the time how much he loves.
Oh my god, it's giving. Yes. Thank you, Round Eye. That was such a good description.
I know I catch these moments and everybody laughs at me. I don't care. I just have so much love. You know, like
All right, so because Anita said it, I have to pull it up because I actually have not gotten a chance to check it out. I do want to see this Woman Scorned one. Or is it during the live stream? So there was one from 3 hours ago, but I really want to take a look at this Woman Scorned. You guys let me know. She's got one here that's got like 8,000 views. Should we do Woman Scorned or her most recent live stream? Woman scorned. Okay.
Finish.
I'm going to speed
Good
this up
morning,
too.
everybody. Today is February 23rd, 2025. And I realized that the new subscribers and some of the individuals that find me through other people's content don't realize the entire story from start to finish and why I have created this channel and my goal. And I don't make any scripts or anything about what I say, so please bear with me. I suffered through a lot of trauma growing up and throughout my life and into adulthood. And it led me to being diagnosed with complex post-traumatic stress disorder. Well, I was also diagnosed with underlying conditions such as bipolar. And I haven't been technically diagnosed with any types of ADHD or OCD, but which is unfortunate.
Here's another thing, Leticia, because I'm sure you'll watch or your mom will watch and tell you. So I've said this before, but a lot of the reason, like I went through my pregnancy with you, so I was able to relate in a lot of ways that way, and also have plenty of opinions in that regard. I too have PTSD. I was misdiagnosed with bipolar when it has now been changed to ADHD. So I have mental illness, so do not react to me. That shit's for the birds.
Because I think that attributes to why I do the things that I do and why I act the way that I act.
And with those mental illnesses, I was able to leave the hospital with my babies.
In moments of duress. And I don't want anyone to believe or presume that I have Dunning-Kruger effect to presume I don't have that. I don't have any other underlying disorders. I have talked about Munchausen by proxy, but no, the only disorders are the ones that I've just listed. So that I know of, that the doctors have informed me of, and I have been seeking therapy and going to counseling since I was 12 years old and my first suicide attempt. I am sharing this because I want everyone to understand the development behind some individuals' actions. So, i.e., the reaction of everyone's actions toward me. And everyone, not everyone. Some people say that I'm not taking accountability for my actions. That is untrue. That's why I'm facing everyone and disclosing all of the horrid things that I had gone through.
No. What you're doing is saying my videos are deleted, so it didn't happen, and you guys are lying. That's what you're doing.
When I was in states of disarray, distress, temperamental fits, panic attacks, even seizures I've suffered because of such severe trauma. And yes, I have had head trauma also. I had a rollover accident.
Those of you guys who are curious, AP's got 3-part series that lays it all out for you.
Approximately 15 years ago or so, and I landed on my head. And in the accident, I had been driving too fast around a curve at night. I was leaving work, Glazy Poe Road, Hot Springs, well, Mountain Pine, Arkansas area. And I flipped the vehicle, and I ended up in a neck brace. I crushed the vehicle, and I went to climb out of the vehicle. There was approximately that much space. At the time, I was much thinner, so I had to yank myself through the window. But even at the time, this kind of got stuck, so it's hard to get out safely. And so I did. And when I went to reach in for my purse, the strap of the purse was stuck between the ceiling. The ceiling of the vehicle, because it was upside down, right? Here's the ceiling, and here was the console. So if I would have been any further over, if my head would have been tilted over, I would have been decapitated. So I have had near-death experiences. I have had moments where people are shocked that I'm still alive, and I've been told that I'm very special. I don't try to indulge these compliments, these types of, I understand their words of affirmation. I understand that. So to some people, I am a hero. To some people, I'm a saint. To some people, I'm an angel. But I'm here to disclose every part of me, every facet, the things that weren't captured on film and the things that led to my progression, my spiral, and now soon to experience, you know, the upward transition and stabilization of my mental health finally, that I am in a stable place in my life and I'm getting stable help and from the loved ones that I have. I don't, like I said, have any direction for these videos. So please, if you are watching and taking my content, please don't confuse others. This drifting is not cool. You know, like you cannot, or grifting is what it's called. Grifting is not cool. Like you can't tell people that I'm going down a mental path of destruction when that's not the case. And that wasn't the case last time either. I did not do anything wrong. With all of the videos that I'm featured in prior to this date, not all of them, well, most of them, you can see that I am stressed, that I'm scared, that I'm angry at the world, and I don't know where to go to run and hide. And I wanted to share that every moment, every bit of my pain so that I could share coping mechanisms and the way that I managed to get through it, because it was very...
What a bizarre coping mechanism.
Horrific, some of it. And I'll disclose those negative things in some of the other videos.
Okay, so a lot of this was like, you chose to do this because you were living with your mom. So you video, like you recording those live streams back then of you being at like the Planet Fitness and like the fitness centers, and you being in the stall of gas station bathrooms. All of that was like by choice because you were living with your mom. You just didn't want to be home. You being in the hotel, that was you choosing to leave your mom's house because Angel was smoking cigarettes.
Videos, and when I'm on my lives, I go back and forth. You never know if I'm going to be in a good or bad mood. I'm hoping to inevitably stay positive at the end of this. That's why I'm confronting my triggers. But I do have to request that some of these cyberbullies refrain from exposing their own mental fragility and insecurities by attacking me, please. Like, it's not healthy, and that's what I'm here to disclose. You need to seek proper mental health care. And I did, and I've had medications on and off, and I'll tell you my experiences with those medications, but people...
But you quit. You quit. Like, I don't get this. I don't get this at all. You quit. You gave up.
Chose medication before what I really needed, which was a stable place of existence, of being.
You just needed somebody to take care of you. Like I said in my live stream, everything worked out nicely for you because you were on the hunt for a military man. You got your military man. You got him with his check. You got a house. You got your food paid for. You got your disability check. Things are working out nicely for you with your military man, huh?
And I'm not entirely responsible for that because we're talking about my childhood that led into my adulthood, that I had work jobs and I was stabilizing myself at one point, but it was very difficult to afford for yourself as a single young lady trying to just be herself and not...
You refused to work.
Fooling around and stuff. No, I mean...
You said that the world owed you. You were going to sue the government for dragging you when you showed up to your ex-husband's house. You were going to sue the government for that. You were going to sue the government for putting you into a mental health facility. You were going to sue them for violating a protection order. I mean, you were going to sue them because you falsely accused somebody else. That was your approach of getting money. That was your hustle.
There's not enough money. What was I supposed to do? I had nothing. I came from nowhere. I got student loans. And then those student loans added up, they racked up, and I was unable to afford my... I
don't believe he's retired either. I think he's disabled. I think he got an injury. I think she said that he got a back injury while he was in the military. I'm pretty sure that's what she said in a previous stream.
My housing, my stability. And then I couldn't finish my college, you know? I don't feel like that's entirely my fault, man. I didn't get the proper tools that everyone else got.
Accountability, folks.
Can I get some of those tools? That'd be great. Some of these coping mechanisms from healthy households with parents that stayed together and that didn't beat you, didn't have domestic violence. That'd be great, you know? But I don't have that. I'm here to tell you part of the other side, the domestic violence that no one saw. My parents that were never separated because my parents lied about it. And they stayed together. They stuck together because they said family was first. And I didn't understand that.
Stop blaming your parents. I had a shitty a shitty childhood too. You had a shitty childhood. That sucks. That sucks. But you're almost 40 now.
First. And everything comes back around because when everything came falling apart around me, the only people that were there for me, truly, were my parents. The man who had abused me, molested me, allegedly raped my sister, I don't know what to say. And my mother, she will tear you a new asshole if you question her about her abuse or her alleged abuse with this guy or two guys, because now it's like it's not JW, you know, because of the DNA results. So now it's Thomas that she's accusing. Right? She'll tear you a new asshole if you say that you're not quite sure if that's true or not, because it wasn't true the last time. You went to jail because it wasn't true, or you were, they filed charges. But for your own sister, you're going to doubt her story. She was just a teen mother when she had us, began her family, and she didn't know how to react because she was getting violently abused at home. And here I am, a woman scorned.
Oh, we will get there, Jessica.
If you prick me, do I not bleed? The Merchant of Versailles.
Oh my God.
Shakespeare.
So dramatic.
I saw a rendition of that play, and it was a movie that was on TV somewhere. But you know where I want to say that I saw that? A psychiatric facility when I had my time out because everyone told me that I was the one that had the issues. Because I kept spitting the truth at everyone. No, he touched me. No, he raped me. You know, like, I'm not supposed to use that word. People get offended. Why can't I be myself? Why do I have to watch my tone and words for you? You don't know the type of trauma I'm going through. You may see a sensible young lady that is well put together, but that is not quite the reality of it. And that's why we know. You can't judge a book by its cover. You can't judge individuals without receiving that karma. I have judged individuals growing up, presuming that I was better than.
We all judge people. Saying that you can't or that you don't is a bold-faced lie.
And I'm here to tell you, that will get knocked down very quickly, that type of attitude. Because what goes around comes around. Not everyone likes to hear that, but it's the truth. And I'm here to share every nitty-gritty detail with you about how I managed to survive all the horrendous, dysfunctional chaos that I endured. And I know I've been telling people I want to write a novel one day, and I still intend to. I just need to
I'd read it.
Find that steady stability for longer than just the last, couple of years. It took me a while to build up. It's not that I rely on just my fiance to stabilize me, not at all. He is one of the main reasons, though, I am able and willing to discuss all of this. And at some point, he is wanting to sit down with me on camera. So, because he has nothing to hide either. He's a great individual, and he has no record. He went to the military, and I love him very much, and he truly loves and adores me. And even tells me in the mornings when we part that the sweetest things that I don't want to tear up about right now. But it's everything I've ever dreamed of. It's everything I've ever hoped for. And yes, in some of the videos I cry. Yes, I do shed tears of joy at times, and I don't know how to take compliments because I have a bit of social anxiety as well.
Oh my
A bit
God.
of ineptitude toward social social interactions, engagements, but yeah, finally you get to see the side of me where I am calmer and more compassionate.
Compassionate. She just told me that I should be left out for dead. Love the compassion.
Because that's who I've always been. All through growing up. I know that there are a lot of the trolls that had taken my transcripts from all of my criminal record. Well, why don't you find my educational records then? Why don't you search for those and slather those all over the internet for me, please? That would help me so that I can disclose every detail in its fullest and as truthfully as possible from my version of the events. So I don't mind. I don't mind that the trolls keep coming back and everybody keeps saying, well, they just are attention seeking. They're trying to abuse you. I understand where they're coming from. I know they're seeking attention for a reason. I know that sometimes the hackers want to come back because they want that spot in that moment to feel special. And that's okay. I don't mind sharing the spotlight. I am not that conceited. I'm not that egotistical. And I enjoy sharing. I'm a very compassionate person when you really get to know me. And I'm just grateful that
Rose, 40 years old and bragging about middle school. Hell yeah.
I share with them what true mental health issues are. Cyberbullying is one of them. And that usually means that the individual is insecure, suffering from some form of agoraphobia generally, where they don't want to leave their house. And I had that too as well. I do have tryptophobia.
Is it in here that she talks about like multiple partners in a relationship, or is it the live stream? Can someone let me know? Because I really want to pull that up, because if I'm not mistaken, she had a real hard time describing who the baby daddy was because she had slept with 5 men in a 24-hour period of time. Is that what she said? Maybe 48 hours?
As well, which I don't mind disclosing, because what are you going to do? Throw my fears at me? Ooh, I just hate that, though. I hate seeing like the cluster of, you'll understand if you look it up. But what I was telling you in the beginning is that, you know, yes, I did get assisted through...
I don't think... Yeah, so she told people this. So, like, this is in her videos. She said that she had slept with multiple men within, like, a 48-hour period of time. But she was certain that it was JW. He's the father because of XYZ. And stuck to her guns about that. It originally was either JW or it was Thomas. And then, like, I think within, like, a couple weeks, it was JW to the end, until she came back to live streaming a few days ago and said it was Thomas.
Facilities with mental health.
Yes, while she was cuddling.
And that's where I found the terms to be able to research in order to find my very own personalized way of coping, which generally I understand doesn't look the greatest, because now with my complex post-traumatic stress disorder, I oftentimes snap in the moment when somebody is attempting to hurt me, traumatize me, belittle me, berate me, accost me, all of these things. I don't like it. Please leave me alone. I'm trying to get my thoughts out, and I don't need that. I'm a very peaceful person. I'm a very calm person until I'm around people that are arrogant, obnoxious.
Oh my God.
Self-absorbed, know-it-alls. And suffer from, what is that, Dunning-Kruger effect. So that's what's wrong. It's not it's yourself. And I would take this opportunity to look in a mirror to really see.
I'll fucking flamethrow your bitch ass.
Not obnoxious at all.
Let's dance, bitch.
Beyond what you see and see through the eyes of others. I attempt to do that every day. And I see where other people thought that this was a spiral downward immediately. It is not. I'm doing very well.
Even your mom was like saying that she's worried about you being online.
My cats, sorry.
And maybe it's like an oppositional, like, defiance disorder. You know what I mean? Like, maybe that's what this is. It's like her mom is like, don't go on YouTube. When she saw her posting like 1,000 pictures a day on her Facebook, she's like, you know, keep it chill. Just don't go on YouTube. And like the second that they had that conversation, she jumped on.
I just wanted to share a little bit of my story and the progression of the events. And I will be disclosing details of my childhood, the way that I was abused, the way that I was tormented by my parents. One of my brothers did molest me. I have 3 of them, and I have 1 sister, and we come from the same parents.
That's right, Gaga people.
And they stayed together up until I was 18, and then they divorced. And I always thought that was insane. If you didn't like each other, why did you make us suffer through your fighting when you could have just given us to a family that had the resources to tend to us? Because I don't believe, honestly, that my parents truly loved each other. It was just lust. And now here I am, the inevitable outcome of that lust and that pain and suffering. And I want people to know, when you go around and you procreate and you're conceiving children forcibly, those children end up damaged. Those children end up hurting later because they don't know
What are you talking about, forcibly? Are you trying to say like an unwanted child? Because that would not be forcibly, right? That would be like unwanted, like you just said, the opposite of forcefully trying to have a child.
They are and what they are and why they came from a, for lack of a better word, rapist. You know, it is what it is.
You hear that? That's her definition of rape. That right there. You don't want to have this baby with me. That's her definition of rape, and it has been this entire time. That's why people have a problem with her.
So if you're not going to tend to the mother, if you're not going to be there side by side with her all the time, you took advantage of her. You took her body. You forced her into a state of disarray because now her hormones and her body have morphed into something that she's unfamiliar with. That's exactly what happened to me when I was 25 years old and I accidentally gave birth to, and I say accidentally because I was on birth control.
Now, I will say that JW made some questionable decisions. Sleeping with this homeless woman, she made her situation very clear. So he made his questionable decisions. So be it, right? But that doesn't make it okay for her to falsely accuse someone. And JW is like the rare occasion. Like it is rare for someone who is falsely accused to find themselves innocent. It's very difficult to prove that. And most cases, and I'm hoping that we're advancing in our justice system, but it's hard to say that because it's shitty in the first place. But most men would be shitting themselves. Like it's hard to prove that. And so many, like our government is conditioned to just believe all women, which is bullshit.
It's not that I didn't want her. I love Tara. I love her. I needed her in my life. I did not want children in general, but I guess God had different plans for me because I was being lusty and I was still fornicating with my boyfriend. And he did end up turning into my ex-husband, but he wasn't right for me. And now that child is out there somewhere, and she's going to be suffering without me. And it's because we didn't love each other truly, purely. And I would love to see what children of true love really grow up to accomplish, because I'm sure that they are much more accomplished than I. And I may have a story to tell, but that doesn't mean that I'm not jaded. That doesn't mean that I'm not, tainted in my eyes.
Oh my God.
I'm damaged because instead of all light and love, I have to think about the darkness too. That balance, the equilibrium I talk about.
Oh my God.
That infinite loop of negative and positive, which we should all know through school. Chemistry, science classes, human anatomy classes, even math can prove that. So if people are attacking me over things that they don't know, then they generally aren't educated. And that's what I'm trying to help them with. If you're over here spending hours bullying someone, why don't you spend hours being productive, encouraging yourself, educating yourself? And then that way you won't have that natural response, that aggression. I don't have that natural response generally. And as you saw when I had one of the trolls, Master Troll, had attacked me on one of the live feeds, I generally don't have a bad attitude.
Really?
I don't. It's some other people that do it. The angry trolls, the haters, everyone calls them, the negative individuals in the world. I try to keep a positive mindset. There are some things I just can't deal with, and I can feel it sometimes.
Where is it at? Hang on. Oh, dang. Okay, never mind. Hang on.
I can feel negative energy off of people. And I've had premonitions, and I've had these dreams that, and I've always had
because
dreams
she's a witch.
And daydreams about becoming extremely successful. Ever since I was a child, it's almost like I had these thoughts. One of them, when we would get yelled at and our father would be very mad and we'd have to, for hours on end, try to cheer him up. When everything was said and done and everything was all better, we would gather around each other, all 7 of us, and just bask in the love.
Oh, Jesus. All right, I'm moving over to the live stream because I really wanted to talk about that first conversation she had. Okay, we're still at 1.3. Okay, so I'm going to try to get to this conversation that she talks about with multiple partners and things like
Just waiting
that.
for people
And
to
then
show up
I think we're
in
going
the
to
room.
talk about the best friend. Okay, so I'm going to preface when we move over to Trash Panda. There's a lot of people in the chat right now. Trash Panda pretended to be friends with Leticia during the first season of Leticia. She pretended to be friends with her, know her from school. She said that Leticia made fun of her while she, like, because she was a lesbian and, or her friend was a lesbian. And because of that, they got into a fight and she threw Leticia over a table. About 2 months later, she admitted to lying. We all knew she was lying with, like, it was all very clear. But she actually sent me a message being like, I'm so sorry I lied, right? But there is now another very similar instance going on where she has a friend who put her puppy in a freezer. And because of that, people were like, holy shit, that's crazy, in the comment section. And suddenly Tammy goes missing and everybody's going to go to jail because they made fun of the fact that she said that she put her dog in the freezer, which nobody really made fun of it. They just said, holy shit, that's crazy, because it is crazy, right? So we're going to end up moving into that direction after this part. And I'm actually going to pull a couple people up on panel for us to talk about that. So I'll finish up this portion and then we'll move on.
Hello. Flirtilicious. I like that. Hello, Robin. Hello. Hi,
Hello,
Jenny Sue.
Robin.
Suzanne. Hi. Hello, Toodles. Good day to you also. Hello, Caffeine and Fragrance. Hello. Teresa. Hello. Roddy, hello. I'm just waiting for everybody to join in, chime in. Usually I get roughly around 200 people when I watch, so. This one is not about anything in particular, mostly just sharing what I'm going to be heading out to do today, which is just a family event, so, let's see. It's good to see you. I hope everyone is well.
I tried to fight her because Copenhagen was better than Skull.
Happier than before. That is so true. So true. Completely different. It goes to show how far true love goes. And I know my mother has true love for me too, because she was the one that helped me and assisted me while I was incarcerated. So, hello everybody. Yes, it's nice. We'll have dinner tonight with the family, so. I hope everyone is doing well. God is good. Oh, you're from Maine. Hello. It's good to see you. Oh, thank you for rooting for me. I appreciate that. Pink inside. What's pink inside? Kevin? I love your... Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I love my mom too. Thank you. Thank you. I bet you're looking great too. Oh, green is... Yes, my eyes are green actually. So it really... When you see me in person, and they're not like... People are like, oh, those are hazel. They're actually not. There's green, and then there's a ring of brown around the center of my eye. So, but yeah. Thank you. Yes, somebody said, don't put all your eggs in your fiance's basket.
Yeah, I don't think you should.
He loves me. He loves me.
Look, I'm not denying that, okay? But I also think that with time, everything reveals itself, yeah? So I don't deny that he probably does love her and what she has shared with him. I just don't know how much she actually has.
Like, loves me, loves me. I know, and he told me, I don't want you going anywhere, and I'm not going anywhere. I know this man is faithful and
Word
honest
salad,
and true.
hello.
Entirely. So, and he gives me the password to everything. His cards, his phone. He lets me go through everything. And I didn't ask. He just gave it to me willingly and freely. So,
oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that's I call bullshit on that. I think that she probably asked. And good on him for giving it, but I don't think that should even be a whatever. But I don't think that there is a way to live with Leticia without you giving her passwords and access to all of everything.
see here. Let me see. Let me just go back down. I'm sorry, I missed a lot of stuff. Some people just want to talk a bunch of nonsense. Just ignore them. Oh, Stephen Park says, Scotland's national animal is the unicorn? That's interesting. What? But that's a fantastical creature. What? Yes, the trolls try not to. I do understand where the trolls are coming from, though. They do suffer from mental illness, so they come to me, and I'm stronger than them, honestly. Sure, I cried, but what is crying? That's not a sign of weakness. That's a sign of strength.
Or good acting.
In my opinion. You're willing to expose your emotions.
I don't think it's weakness. I think it's good acting.
For people, pain and suffering, openly and honestly, that is a strength. That is not a weakness, in my opinion. I know, because I've gone through a lot of crying in front of people. Let's see. Stuart, get out of here. Let's see here. What would you rather be, a wasp? I don't understand. Oh, what time is it for me? Approximately noon. Central Standard Time.
Yeah, mental illness for the win.
This one, Jamie Lee Fisher. You seem one hairpin trigger away from complete insanity. Men come and go. This isn't a good situation for you, just being blunt. Repeat all your other relationships. Watch. I am not sure what you're talking about. You don't know me. You don't know my past relationships. And if you're...
Yeah, so Jamie Lee Fisher says, you seem one hairpin trigger away from complete insanity. Men come and go. This isn't a good situation for you. Just being blunt. It's a repeat of all your other relationships. Watch, is what they said.
If you're generalizing men, then you have an issue with relationships, and you can't find an honest and true relationship. You're still falling prey to all of your...
I don't think that they're pointing out the fact that it's the men that you're picking out. I think it's you.
Your own demons. Obviously, because you're exposing them right here, right now, as a troll. Sorry.
Yeah.
It is the truth. Thank you for saying, Jennifer. I appreciate you telling me I'm pretty. Thank you, Kid Curry. Ooh, England. Ooh. It's so nice to see you. I hope you're having a good day. I have done a video about, it's a short live video, and it explains it. It's about 2 minutes long. If you go back, and it'll show the hair tool that I've used. It's a live one that I did a couple of days ago, and it shows the hair tool I use. I just blow dry it and go. And every once in a while I'll flat iron this part in this, because it'll, you know, every once in a while it wants to stick straight up a little bit. So yeah, because I have very curly hair. So, Robin, thank you. We do all cry sometimes. Okay, let's see. Okay, so this person says, and it is USMC 8506. I've been married for 35 years. Honesty and trust is what makes it work. You're absolutely right. You have to be open and honest. And that is what we did at the very beginning, and he fell in love with me through all my faults. And to me, he has no faults, because when he talks about his faults or whatever, or, you know, whatever, it's just part of who he is. It's part of being human. And I love him. I tell him all the time, I think he's perfect. Like, literally. You say, don't put your eggs in one basket. He gave me a home. He gave me a kitten. He gave me a ring. I don't know what to tell you.
Look at all the things he gave me. Obviously, that's true love.
So, thank you for saying that. Good for finishing your house cleaning. I just did mine also. I did the dishes, and then I actually am going to wait to do my laundry until later today, because usually I wash the laundry when
Make sure to like the stream, guys.
He helps me fold it and put it away, and hang it and put it away. So that's how much he loves me. I'm sorry you're jelly, but it is what it is. You can be envious. So yeah. Let's see.
Subscribe if you haven't.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for the positive comments. Said Queen. My age is 37. Let's see. You seem... I am nice most of the time. Okay. I hope everyone is well. Yes, Hitchcock, I hope you're well also. Let's see. Oh, thank you. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's Sione space G. Says, The chick had a couple years of being incarcerated to think about a lot of things. Y'all should just be happy for her, instead of a lot of people just want to see her fall again, which is kind of wrong.
I don't want to see her fall again, but I will watch. I was really hoping for the best for her. This chick had a couple years of being incarcerated to think about a lot of things. You should be happy for her. Well, she thought about them. She didn't apply it, that's for sure. One of the first things she did on live stream as soon as she came back was accuse another man. So, not sure how much she's learned.
You're absolutely right. It's not kind of wrong. It is wrong to think that about others. Absolutely wrong. You shouldn't want them to fail. You shouldn't encourage their failure. You don't know what they're personally going through, what their struggles are, what their excuses are, you know?
I don't think that he knows vultures. I don't think he knows anything about the pets.
Because most people are in denial of their own faults. I try not to be. I try to see it from a third-party perspective. So, and what I was seeing was that no one was helping somebody that was violated. And that's not okay.
But that cat knows. That cat knows.
With anybody. And eventually my story will get out there, and those individuals who allowed me to get violated, allowed me to get prosecuted for something I did not do, stole my valuable time. But then he was absolutely right. It gave me plenty of time to sit and think, how am I going to get out of this dilemma? How am I going to salvage?
Listen to that, for real. She's like, he's absolutely right. I did think, how am I going to get out of this? Oh, I know, Linda. Oh, wait, that didn't work. What else can I do?
My name. How am I going to salvage what people think of me? I don't want to live the rest of my days being hated because of a few incidences that happened when I was not mentally stable. None of us do. That's why murderers get a second chance and are on the streets, and varying other people that do terrible things. I think they should take a time out. That's why I'm here.
A time out? That's why I'm here? But wait a second. I thought you were innocent. You're saying murderers get timeouts, right? They're guilty. A murderer is a guilty party, right? They murdered someone. That's why you call them a murderer, because they're guilty. So which is it? You needed to time out because you were innocent, or what is it?
A woman scorned. Watch the video. So, let's see here.
She's stable now?
Sorry.
Says M22.
I wish you luck, Frenchie.
I would have to say this is a lot better than where she was towards the end of the first saga of Leticia. It's a slippery slope right now, I will say that. But it is coming across a lot better than where she was.
On your football game or soccer game, yes. On Monday. Good luck. I don't have Cash App.
That's
I have
right,
Venmo
Lista.
and PayPal if anybody wants to donate. It's good to see everybody. Oh, thank you. Gorgeous against my skin tone. That's sweet. Oh, cutie. Are you doing good? You've got a lot of comments.
She is not medicated, and I think that's how we ended up here.
All at once. Are you all right?
And so be it.
Both of my wives love your videos. Ew. It's so gross to think that people have multiple wives and stuff. Ew. How can you share a man like that? Ew. I'm sorry I have my personal opinions about that, but let's be honest here. No one is happy in those relationships because they're not offering each other every single thing they need from one person. You have to get it from multiple people. That's gross.
You were hunting down military men for weeks. Stop it.
Gross. Men are gross. I'm sorry. And then there are women, I guess, that have multiple men. What's the point in that? Ugh. I'm sorry I get grossed out by things. And I know I shouldn't be. It is what it is. But let's be honest here. How can you just live in like a colony of people and having orgies and stuff like that and truly feel satisfied? That's not what life is about. Sure, an orgasm feels amazing. Sure, for that moment you're at peace or in connectivity with the universe or whatever you call it. No. Just no. Gross. Don't care. I don't give a fuck what you say about my opinion either. I think it's gross. But I was raised Catholic.
Yeah, okay, so this is way off topic, has nothing to do with Leticia, but I want to say this, just so it's out there. Classic. Why are you going into Trashpanda's chat telling her that I blocked you for saying her name? You're clearly not blocked. You've been in the chat, blocking other people, but you're not blocked. Here you are, having a good time. I don't have a problem with you being here. I don't have a problem with anybody being here. But don't lie. Don't lie just to get her attention, of all people, to get Panda's attention. That's absurd.
So I wasn't exposed to all of that. I don't know, maybe it does work for some people, and that's creepy to think that I need multiple people in one lifetime. I need lots and
No,
lots.
you're
I'm
not.
greedy.
So that's why I'm a bit confused for you to go in there telling stories about me which are not true.
I'm greedy. I need more than one. Yeah, that's what it's like. That's what I see. So yeah. Food is good. Today I'm going to not be cooking either. I haven't, like I said, I haven't been cooking anything lately because we've been doing like on the go with stuff, so it is what it is. Let's see. Don't lie, don't cheat, don't make promises you can't keep. Exactly, Steven. Why don't the men in my life know this already, right? It is, that's why they're in the past. So, but my fiance, he totally knows that, so let's see. Robert's cat totally likes me. She just doesn't like other things. She's grumpy cat. I don't know what to tell you. She does like me, though. She comes up to me, and she seeks me out, and one day she tried to crawl in my lap while I was just sitting there in the middle of the night watching a video of myself, so she could hear me talking through the video, I'm sure, and she came to me and tried to get in my lap, but it freaked me out because she kind of like, she is scary. All of a sudden, she'll just swat, and I'm like, no, I don't want to get clawed again. Stop being crazy. And I don't know what I did. I think it's just being in her space because she's always been alone, isolated.
Mrs. T, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you.
That cat scares me. Okay, so Jamie Lee is very mentally unstable. She says, Jamie Lee Fisher says, and we'll break this down because we want to help people. This is what I do, okay? I don't do being fake to placate, okay? All right. Leticia is a very unstable, dangerous person. Alone is best for you. No relationship will last or cure you. Your anger is brewing below, and I hope your guy is aware. Sounds like you're jealous. Have a good day, though. It was nice seeing you.
Oh.
He'll be on video on one of these things, and he'll show you, and he'll share with you how much he loves me. And you're going to be even more jealous because you don't have that.
God.
He sings to me before I fall asleep. He wakes up.
This is bizarre to me, but this is something she's always had, is this like infantile act. Very weird.
Up when I wake up. He comes to find me when I am crying. He consoles me. He gets down on his knees.
Comes to find you.
He looks me straight in the eye. He gave me so much respect that he respected my body prior to engaging with me, like physically fornicating, right?
Oh my God.
You are not special. I'm sorry you're not that special, that you don't have somebody. But we're going to try to fix you, okay? Everyone is well aware of your mental stability, Jamie Lee Fisher. Go get help, please. Mental health care.
Leticia's here to fix us.
So whatever you presume your opinion matters here, it does not. And it only matters to those that are toxic and ignorant and conceited like you. Egotistical.
Oh my God. Oh, Jesus. Hey, Clean. Panda berries in Leticia's chat.
Immature. Okay. I will. It says, can you unblock Hello Starlight? Yes, I will do so. I don't know if I will remember. So if at a point you can message on a video to remind me, I do go back and I do read my comments. And I'm so pleased at how many logical, rational, stable-minded individuals can see what I'm actually
I think so too, Elizabeth.
doing here. Why I've chosen to share my life with the world. So anyway, let's see. This one says, my personal flaws is that I can't stay monogamous. I like having multiple partners, and my wife just doesn't understand. If a man is seeking out the comfort of multiple women...
I do like the fact that she reads these and doesn't understand the trolling behind it.
It is generally because he had issues growing up with his mother. And usually when that happens, and they don't have a...
Smiley, I'm right there with you. I genuinely hope she'd stay offline and stay on a, quote, good path. But coming back to YouTube and begging while she already started to spiral means her insanity is inevitable. I agree.
Connection or anything with their mother.
And that's why I said to people, just sit back and watch. All of you new people, like, you're bullying. No, just sit back and watch.
Understanding the respect for a woman and her body and the process of giving birth, then they don't respect women and choose to violate them sexually.
It does. It goes straight over her head.
because they disrespect someone else's body. They're not loving that person. They're lusting after that person. And that's unfortunate, Billy Bob. And
Sharmuta, no, I don't think so.
I do hope that you heal soon, because that's not normal. I thought it was. I honestly did, until I met certain individuals that were faithful and happy with one individual. You just haven't met the right one, you know? And that I pray you do find, because I am exceedingly elated every day. But I had to come back and confront you people. And by you people, I mean the internet. I mean everyone that has...
We're being lectured for a troll comment.
Well, violated, for lack of a better word. Violated me. I want you to know this is what you created. But it's not all all bad. I see where you came from. I see why you violated me. And I see where you were weakest. And it's unfair to me, yes. And am I making excuses for my mental health because I reacted poorly? No. I'm admitting to them. That's why I'm exposing them.
The crazy eyes when she gets serious is wild.
I haven't smoked all day. I fell asleep. I consumed a lot of medicinal marijuana to try.
Yeah, and I was actually rewatching the live stream I did previous to this one, Smiley, and I saw that you were like that, like she's gonna get a lot of more, like a lot more simps, and I agree. So Smiley says some of these dumb simps are going to stick to her because they won't be able to accept they've been simping for a psychopath. Yeah, I agree. And I think this time around she's definitely going to garner way more, and so be it. There are videos out here that you can choose to listen to or not, but I'm going to choose to put them out there, and if you want to pay attention, great. If not, that's your choice.
Try to get some sleep, and I got approximately 6 hours, and I haven't consumed anything today. This is me just trying to get through my day, get out the stress. After that, I'm going to smoke. In a couple of hours, my fiance will be home. All will be right with the world. So
see what I mean about this whole like security blanket she's turned him into? You know, once my fiance gets home from work, then all will be right with the world.
Thank you for saying it's a beautiful color.
And
I appreciate
until then,
that very
I'm going to jump on
all the
YouTube and threaten people
that have joined us. I love you and I appreciate you very much. I love you as a human being. Okay? Let's see. Laundry is the worst chore. That's why I choose to ask him for help. And every once in a while, I'll ask him and say, like, I really could use your help with that. And he says, of course. And he gets right up and he does it immediately. Like yesterday or whatever. Yeah, I think it was yesterday. There was a cord back there from that light fixture that had fallen down again after he wrapped it for me. And I told him, I said, you know, most people aren't going to realize that we're still in the process of renovating. And they're going to see that and make fun of it. Please wrap it for me. And it fell down. I said, baby, it came down. Will you wrap it for me again? So, oh, okay. Yes, of course. Why? Not because he is under my thumb. Not because he is being intimidated.
Really?
Because he truly loves me and would do anything for me. And that includes changing anything that upset me. He accommodates me. He compromises. And as do I for him.
He accommodates me.
And that's why I walk him through my emotions sometimes when I'm in a state of confusion, aggression.
Thank you for posting the playlist, Rose. I appreciate it.
I'm frustrated right now. I'm overstimulated. Please, I need a moment. Give me a second. And he's like, yes, baby, I'm here for you. And you have no idea how many kisses I get all day long. It's like I didn't think I wanted that until I met him. I was never really that touchy-feely. But one of his love languages is touch. And I realized so is mine.
Thank you, Sharita.
Letitia is the very definition of if only you knew how bad things really are.
Yes. Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
And we're all over each other constantly. If you see us out in public, we're always holding hands. And if anyone comes between us, that and us, they're going to fail, not us. And I can put money on that. Because money is of no importance. Money is not relevant. What's truly the meaning of life? To seek out connectivity.
All right, I got to pull up this playlist for this Trash Panda nonsense.
To be grateful. To love. To be loved. To accept. To cherish. To explore. It's endless. Thank you. I did set some healthy boundaries with my mother, but I feel like she's upset today because I did try to call her a while ago and she didn't answer. And all of this and all of the trolls keep bothering her. And I'm not really sure why. And I told her, ignore them. But she is still in a state of denial, thinking that she did everything to me and that everyone's not, no one's going to accept her side of the story. And I told her, no.
What?
You're my mother. I love you.
Excuse
I accept
me?
you for what you are, who you are.
Is this what you're saying to her? I mean, that's what you're saying on your videos. I am this way because my parents had a bad relationship, right? They had me when they were young. I'm this way because of them. So of course she feels that way. You're jumping on here saying, like, excusing your behavior by way of your mom. But I doubt that people are, like, messing with Gail at all. I don't think anybody, like, personally, I haven't said shit about Gail. Not since your mom swept you out of her house. I think that's the last time I've spoken about her. That was a good stream. I think Smiley was there for that. Rose was there for sure.
What you've done. Because it's not that bad. My mother hasn't hurt anybody. She's never killed anything, ever. My mother is so sweet. She's always been there to help pick up the pieces when I broke apart, you know? She's a very...
As all mothers should be.
What is that? For lack of a better word, important piece to my puzzle.
Thank you, Shermerta.
Anyway.
I'm glad to be back.
Oh, PGZ. This is both spiritually and physically erupt. Ew. Okay. Let's see. Oh, you're so sweet. Ahmad Zia says, have anyone told you that you look like an angel? Yes, I have been told that before. There was a man that I went on a date with once, and I went over to his house, and he was really intoxicated. And I could tell he was suffering. He was so sad that he had lost someone. I knew he wasn't ready to date. I knew that there was no way that I could love a man like him that was just chaotic and falling apart and didn't have any stability in him whatsoever. And I held him. He passed out in his own house.
What?
Trying to. And I held him, and he was in my lap. And I consoled him, and I told him, I said, you know, I hope you feel better, and I hope whatever's forcing you to be an alcoholic stops, you know. But he called me an angel before I ended up leaving. Because, you know, you never know who you're going to meet on the internet. I don't recommend
what
going
sets
to their
her
house.
off? Okay, I'm jumping ahead real quick.
What I was saying.
I'm going to jump over.
So imagine that,
shit.
dealing with officers. Oh.
Okay, so I am going to pull up Discord. Those of you who want to jump in, I think I need to send you guys a link to my Discord so you guys can jump into the right room. Hang on. Let me drop that into the right spot. I'm going to let this play while I get you guys moving over to Discord with me.
I mean, none of them are going to know unless I tell them. All they're going to see is just me, and they're going to think, oh, well, that's a pretty lady. Oh, she's sensible. Everything's going on properly in her brain. Well, actually, let me open it up a little bit. Let me open up this book and show you these characteristic traits of people that have been traumatized and abused. And the reason why I smile and I'm trying to be polite in public is because I don't want people to know how much suffering and pain I've actually lived through, how many tears.
Oh, there it is.
So yeah, I put up a facade sometimes in order to get by, and I want to help people cope. So let's see here. Oh, thank you for loving my smile. That's sweet. I appreciate that. Let me get back to the comments. I am much happier. Thank you, Erica. Halil, Boz Kurt. Hello. I'm glad that you talk to one another also. That's very sweet. I love that you guys are openly communicative with one another and embracing each other and supporting and encouraging one another. I love it that I have so many individuals that know one another on my subscription, list. I love it. I think it's great that we share and are open and are honest and truthful. That's the key here. And at some point, the world will know, through the acquittals that I had, through all of the trauma I endured, who was truly at fault. One day, it will be exposed. Not that I'm trying to point the finger, and not that I'm trying to... I really don't want to reprimand people, but sometimes that's the only way they will learn. They are habitual offenders of toxicity.
Okay, I think Trash Panda Awareness, you're in there already, so that's good. Reaper, I just saw you jump in there. So whenever you guys are ready, jump into VC chat. It's all the way down at the bottom and it just says VC.
Individuals that talk on these feeds about nonsense. Oh, Jamie Lee Fisher went to jail for hurting bunnies.
So don't listen. That's awful. That's even worse. Bunnies are harmless. You could have at least let them go in the wild. If
Really? I heard a very similar situation. We heard a very similar story with you and bunnies.
Let puppies, 8 freaking puppies go, they'd have caught me and put me in jail. No, I'm not going to jail for a goddamn rapist baby. But I did. How ironic, right? How ironic. How ironic. Just like, what the fuck? It's so true, though. How in the fuck? This is where it's like, whoa. This is where when I snap and I think about this, I'm like, wow.
Go ahead and mute your mics,
I fucking
guys.
went to jail for predators. I'm the one that suffered through 1 year of incarceration plus over people that violated me. I'm in shock. That is why my story is here. To expose the faults in the system. To expose these individuals in Arkansas that caused this defiling, this defamation of character, this slanderous trail of inaccuracies about me.
It is you. If anyone has defamed you, that's you. Give me 1 second. I'll share the thing with you guys. I think I'm going to go ahead and move over because we've already been covering her for about 2 hours. So I'm going to move over to Trash Panda. It's a much shorter segment. And if we have some time, we are going to come back to this because I seen her start to kind of freak out, and it's on the trail of this like Arkansas situation. And I kind of want to hear what she's got to say. But yeah, this where'd it go? How do I share my screen? There we go. I haven't done this in a while. Sorry, guys.
That's all right.
All right, can you guys see the screen?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Wait, can you guys hear everybody okay?
Yeah.
Let me know in the chat.
I'm here. Just give me 2 seconds.
No worries.
So how about that greaseball Panda?
Oh my god.
Saying we pushed your friend to suicide and all this crazy shit.
Yes.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I'm pulling up the playlist because I'm gonna pull up the Beaver Quivering gig.
Oh god.
Yeah, I think that's the one that I wanted to do. Because that one was epic. And with Reaper being on panel, I think that's the best way to cover this. So like I said, those of you guys who are not aware, Trash Panda is a storyteller. I have a documentary posted on my channel that'll give you kind of the rundown of where she came from, how we all came to know who Trash Panda was. And then most recently, she was covering Lisa Richard. I'm sure a lot of you guys know who Lisa Richard is. She's a TikTok personality who is in a heavily like active addiction. Personally, I don't look at Lisa Richard as a lolcow. I look at her as someone who is in active addiction and has been able to figure out that TikTok is a way to get some money. And if she can get money from TikTok instead of hooking, she's going to get money from TikTok instead of hooking. That's what it looks like to me. So I don't know a whole lot of her lore or anything, but Trash Panda was covering her through using Predator Reaper's content. So what she does is she puts up her content and just lets it play. It's like when you watch a Trash Panda stream, she just kind of scrolling on YouTube. That's all she does. She puts zero effort into her streams, except for when she wants to talk shit about somebody. So again, in that documentary, you're going to find out how we learned her story of pretending to know who Letitia was. And this was during the height of my coverage of Letitia. And she did the same thing with Lisa Richards. She tried to say that she was overly involved with Lisa Richards, saying that she is the reason why Lisa lost her kids. When she had zero involvement. So that's the kind of person that she is.
She's a fucking war hero.
Yeah, she pretended to be a war hero. She pretended to be a Maybelline model. She pretended to be an actress. Clean even got the same audition offer as Trash Panda did. So anyway, most recently, Trash Panda said that she was just done with the drama. And that was because Frauditer Reaper and your favorite villain, both who cover Lisa Richard and company, called her out on her bullshit. And that was because of a situation with Tammy, a friend of Trash Panda's. Tammy goes into the chat recently and says that she put her dog in the freezer.
Hold on.
Yeah. Why don't you guys go ahead and give the rundown of the Tammy situation? I think you guys can describe it better than I can.
For people who don't know, all right, we all know Trash Panda. She fakes cancer. She claims she had MS. She claims she's a war hero. She claims she decapitated a bull that crushed her. All this crazy shit. And then it got to the point where she was watching this channel, Frauditer Reaper, who was in the chat with us.
Tears
Frauditer
from
Reaper.
the Moon is Frauditer Reaper.
Yes. She had no idea who Trash Panda is. Panda was, for the longest time, was pretending Frauditer Reaper was like, she was in the know, they're hanging out, all this shit. Same with your favorite villain. Just channels that are really into Lisa Richards and what's going on there. Fast forward a little while. Panda gets a new best friend, besides the sex offender one she has now. She has multiple sex offenders. But this is a different friend. She's got a new friend named Tammy. Tammy is a neurotic mess of a woman. She does not belong on the internet. She randomly decided that Frauditer Reaper stole her credit card number and had hacked her and stole $800 and all this crazy shit.
Because she wanted to give money to Trash Panda.
Yeah, she needed to give.
Because I had been homeless for a short period. Tammy reached out to me in email, offered to help for a night. She did. She paid for a hotel and 2 medium pizzas. A month and a half later, we lost contact. And then I think 3 months after that, I find out she's screaming and yelling on Panda's panel, saying I scammed her. And when I finally got summoned by somebody, because I wasn't even on YouTube when all this was going on, I came over, and the whole thing was, when she told me to pay it forward, it meant to pay it forward back to her if she wanted to help somebody like Panda with money.
Yeah, like 3 months later.
Yeah.
Fast forward a little more. Tammy has come up with a story that Reaper was kind enough to do some streams talking about how Panda is an absolute fucking fraud. Her DD-214, her military career. She was in the army for she was in the fucking reserves for 30 days. Made up all this war hero shit. Total bullshit.
Yeah, I had it pulled. I had her DD-214 pulled. She did 30 days in basic training, nothing more.
Now you got Tammy, who decided, us all making a Reaper especially, and all of us making fun of Panda and saying she's a fucking fraud, and briefly mentioning Tammy volunteered this information, the fact that her dog died of an abscessed tooth, and she couldn't do anything about it, so the dog just basically suffered and died, and she put it in the freezer. So of course we're gonna laugh at it. We're gonna be like, what the hell is wrong with you? Why didn't you surrender the dog? Why didn't you get the money to take care of it?
And most of us laughed at her because of this Leticia situation. It was like, holy shit. It was like like everything came full circle at that point because of Trash Panda pretending to know Letity and her story about the dogs in the freezer. And now Trash Panda has a new friend who put dogs in a freezer. It was just nuts.
Well, and not just that, but I'm covering a girl named Victoria, the same one that Villain is covering. And she had put her dead lizard in her freezer. So when I heard about the dog in the freezer, it's like, what the hell's going on?
Wait, another animal in the freezer?
Yeah, Victoria put her passed away lizard in her freezer. She was trying to get $300 to cremate it, and I guess she couldn't scam it out of people, so she put it in the freezer.
Either way, Tammy's dog dying of a fucking tooth abscess is insane. Like, your dog doesn't die. Dogs don't die of tooth abscess. That doesn't make any sense.
No.
Super preventable, and Panda said it was like a relapse of a tooth, and it was treated, but how'd the dog die of it? Like, it's just, for that in humans, it takes a long time to go to the heart and all that. So for a dog, and they were making it sound like it was a matter of 2 days. It doesn't just happen that fast. And the face is swollen,
Yes, and one of the things was like one of Panda's excuses for Tammy was that the vet wasn't open, which is why she put the dog in the freezer. So we're
There's
talking
always
like this is supposedly happening overnight.
Yeah, there's always urgent cares and ERs for this stuff for animals as well.
Right.
So that's completely bullshit.
Yes. So
Now he's gonna die. Now we basically killed Tammy.
yes. So she
supposedly
go ahead.
she was trying to get $300 or $250 for cremation, something like that. And I looked it up in her area and found out that she could actually have her dog cremated with other people's pets for $35.
So Trash Panda comes on to a live stream. She actually went live like 5 times in a matter of a day, and just to run her mouth, and ends up deleting most of it. I think all of it, honestly. I'm pretty sure I have all of them. But the one I'm gonna play for you guys is her talking about Reaper. But basically, the first she came on to just kind of run her mouth, and then that same night on the 14th, she tells everybody that she found out that Tammy is in the hospital, and that someone found her laying on the floor in her house, and she's in the hospital in a coma, which is it's blatantly obvious this is fake, and it's she said that it was our fault for being like, holy crap, you put your dog in the freezer. In someone else's chat, not in Panda's chat. Nobody bombarded Tammy. Nobody went into Trash Panda's chat to attack Tammy or anything like that. It was someone else's chat, and they were like, this is nuts, right? As anybody would react.
And we're being investigated for attempted murder.
Yes, now it's being investigated. We're all going to jail, and now Trash Panda is reacting to body camera footage because all of us Karens are going to jail for supposedly putting Tammy in the hospital, which we all know is not true.
Yeah, I called the hospitals in her area. There's nobody admitted by her name.
Okay.
It's a secret hospital. Only Panda knows.
Yes.
Only Panda.
Yes. So first, through all of this, Trash Panda says that Tammy has no one. She has no family. She has no friends. So we were all like, how did you get the call? So then she said she had a caretaker find Tammy. Like Tammy's caretaker found her. And then it changed to a friend found her. Then it changed to a family. So like all of it just doesn't add up as usual with Trash Panda. So
she was unconscious. How did she know? How does they know the story? How does the family know?
How does family even? Yeah. How does the family even know Panda? Yes.
Exactly.
Or the caretaker, or the friend, or the neighbor, or the mailman, whoever found her.
How is there an investigation? Like if she's not. She hasn't even spoken to police officers, according to Panda, because she's unconscious.
Yeah, so which is why I titled the stream that I did. You guys see the thumbnail. I even just I'm joking around. I put a goal in the chat just now for a lawyer fund, since Leticia is suing me, and apparently I'm going to jail. We're all going to jail up here on this panel. So I'm going to go ahead and play this video. This is actually a trigger warning. Panda likes to talk about her cavern of doom and her quivering beaver.
That's her pussy. That's what she calls her pussy.
Yeah. How, like, right. Instead of like naming it like something cute or something, she calls it her cavern of doom.
Disgusting.
Aptly named, I'm sure.
Stubborn woman refuses to comply with police orders. An officer spots a woman who had previously fled from two services. The woman is involved in shoplifting, hillbilly charges from.
Can you guys hear this?
Yeah, it sounds like shit.
Yeah, this is how all of her streams sound. Everything that, like, whenever she reacts to anything, it sounds like if you had a CD player in your back pocket and it was skipping.
This is what classic jerks off to. Classic Computers, the guy in the chat, the weirdo, that lies about everything and claims he owns a cemetery that Eazy-E's buried in, and he fucking all this crazy shit. He's a wicked liar. He loves Panda. He watches this all day and masturbates.
Who is it?
This guy, Classic Computers. You don't want to know him. He's a real weirdo.
Oh, I thought you were talking about that other guy that starts with an A.
So I don't get a whole lot of the video that she's playing, and when she speaks, it sounds better.
Incident at Walmart determined to make arrest. The officer waits for backup.
Who does that sound like? A theft event at Walmart. Who do we know who steals from Walmart? Don't we know somebody in the reaction community who's been to jail from stealing from Walmart? I think we do.
Yeah, I'm not in the reaction community, Panda.
Twice, actually. She didn't just steal once from Walmart. She stole multiple times from the same
One
franchise.
time.
Say that again.
I stole one time, 2022. I stole food.
And yet claims to be somewhat intelligent. Another coincidence. Oh, the irony.
Hey,
And one of those
Parody
two
guy.
times that she lied about blatantly, because it was twice, not just the once, like she tells her audience. No, she went to jail twice for
I'm
retail
still
theft.
waiting for that proof.
And it wasn't just chicken. It was a cart full of groceries. Not just chicken. By the way, a cart of groceries. The first time, I can't recall what it was she stole. I can go for you.
I love that. Thank you, Sunshinery.
Because it never
And
existed.
go ahead.
It never existed.
She
I
doesn't.
never got arrested in 2019 for anything. One
She'll
time,
never show proof.
2022. No, she won't because she doesn't have proof.
Your arrest report. I've already done that once. I just had to go look it up. I've got it in a file somewhere.
Yeah, it's in a file somewhere.
I've got it in a file.
Or you can go to that channel on YouTube that posts all the receipts.
Tammy's suicide.
Say that again.
Do you have the one of her accusing all of us of fucking murdering Tammy?
Tammy stream.
Yes, I do. The Tammy stream. You want the Tammy one?
Yeah, I put that because that one's good. It's just her being like, "You are all awful."
Yeah, that's a good one. Sunshinery, yes. Victoria stole from Walmart several times. It was never food. It was makeup, fake eyelashes, nails, tents, all kinds of stuff. And one time when she got arrested at Walmart for shoplifting, she actually gave the police her daughter's name and birth date instead of hers and was charged with that.
I'm gonna let this play while I find the link. I have it on my second channel, so I'm gonna play this and then get the link dropped into Discord for us to pull that up.
Hey, ask guy Johnny.
Of all of her deeds. It's like her greatest hits when it comes to hypocrisy, lies, and bullshit. Anywho, she was on house arrest.
2 weeks.
You know who else was on house arrest? Victoria. Yeah, this same content creator or non-content creator, she really sucks at it. Criticized Victoria for being on a painful monitor, yet was on one herself.
For 2 weeks.
That is like top shelf hypocrisy right there.
Oh, not really. I still
She also claims
family. And it was wrong.
that she was a heroine.
I have not done it again and don't plan to ever do it again.
Addict at like 12 the first time she told that story. The second time she told that story, she was like 15. The third time she told that story, she was 13 or 14. Like, she's told multiple stories about how she was a drug addict in her teens. Then she contradicted herself
and I said I was 14
and told her audience she'd never even done drugs.
She did the same thing though. She told someone else that she was an addict for 15 years, and like she said she's never done drugs. So
and the reason, and I even said the reason why I didn't include
She's
that
not.
I was an addict at 14 years old was because certain people, I didn't want them to know.
Hold on, does it say you got it?
Yeah.
All right, I got it, guys. So.
Oh, goody.
Yeah.
This is the murder we're complicit in. This is
She
what we did.
basically holds a eulogy for Tammy on this stream. It's nuts.
What's your favorite thing? What's the guy's favorite thing about Tammy?
Not much.
Okay, April. I'm gonna let a couple of people get in here.
Yeah, this is where Tammy was bullied to death.
Gotta wait for
I
a
say
couple
very
people to come in here.
much.
Yeah, I gotta make sure that we got a lot of people in here to feel really bad.
What, the 11 people?
Like 6 of them are us. Like
I don't
Yeah, I know, right? That was the worst part.
how long I'm gonna be
She
live
had no clue.
tonight.
I don't know how long I'm gonna be live. She was live for like 4 hours.
I'm so
God, yeah.
angry that I probably should not be streaming right now. She's not. Okay, April.
Okay. So dramatic.
Not okay.
She's fine,
April.
actually.
I'm gonna try to word this
I think she faked tears in this one.
without getting me struck.
She got worked up those
Pieces
tears.
of shit. Did you know that a couple of years ago she tried to take her own life over that oh hell no Reaper? You bitch! You knew Tammy was vulnerable. You
no,
knew
I
that.
didn't.
You also knew that she had enough DMs to fucking ruin your ass for being a scammer. And
No,
not to
she doesn't.
mention, you pieces of fucking garbage.
You pieces of fucking garbage.
You threatened her with oh hell no. That person
Nope, did not.
who sent her over the edge a couple of years ago. You knew the result of that. You knew the last time that she had interactions with that motherfucker that she tried to take her life.
Nope, did not know that.
She's very serious, guys.
She's very serious. Panda, it sounds like she's trying to take a shit instead of do a eulogy.
Why is it
This is crazy.
vile, fucking, wobbly ass fucking.
Maybe she should be auditioning for it to be like an actress, because the way that she can get herself so worked up over something so fake is amazing.
Still horrible. It's still horrible acting.
She does this, and then she goes, scene, when she finishes. She's like, oh, that was...
Yes.
And everybody's going to remember how powerful that was. Fucking classic in the chat here. He'll come back and be like, leave a comment and be like, that was fucking incredible.
You did great.
You did so good.
Standing
Good job.
ovation.
Shaney for Christ look alike. You look. I think you even have a mole, don't you? You want to bully people, Reaper?
I hate when Panda talks about the way people look. It's like, dude, you are a fucking mutant.
I hate the way she talks about anybody, quote unquote, bullying. The way that she talked about everybody she talks about. She reacts the same, like, to people all the time, and then it's only bullying if she's like feels slighted.
Yeah.
I mean, has she never looked in the mirror? And I'm not, her personality shines through her outside, her appearance. And that's what makes her fugly.
Absolutely. Fucking absolute. She's a goddamn chud of a woman. It's gross. Teeth, just all of it.
Me too. Your vile comments being sent to her about her deceased dog.
What? I didn't
I
make
have
any comments.
screenshots of every single one of those vile comments. Those are getting turned in. I am.
Your comments are getting turned in.
Fucking done playing with you pieces of shit.
She's gonna turn smiley laughing reactions in.
Wasn't it Jessica in my chat who said that Tammy was going to eat her dog, and I get blamed for what Jessica said?
But yeah, she probably is.
And
I didn't even see that. I didn't even see
I didn't either.
What this
But
is
I'm
all
getting
about.
blamed for it.
This is what pushed Tammy. This is what. Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
I bet you anything. And you know what this is about too? I want to let you guys know. This is her deflecting, because she told everybody she was done with the drama. She was done doing drama content. She was going to move over to Ghost. She found a new Ghost community, okay? So she said that she's done with the drama community, and she started just playing the Ghost community's content instead of drama community content. So she says she's done with drama. That very next day, she writes like a 7-page novel on Reaper. Reaper calls her out on this novel and her running her mouth. And then suddenly, Tammy's in the hospital, and now she's got a way to deflect.
Is Trashpanda hanging out with pedophiles? Yes, absolutely. She hangs out with this lady, Wendy. That's in her. She's a
Fallen Angel.
Fallen Angel, registered sex offender.
Oh, it's scary.
I don't surround myself with registered sex offenders, pedophiles, and perverts like Panda does.
Yeah, and her response to that was, "Oh, it was 20 years ago, so who cares?"
Who cares?
Okay, my husband's crime was 30 years ago, so who cares?
She still has to register to this day. She was like sexually exploiting these children.
Right.
This has crossed the fucking line.
She's live right now. She just went live.
Panda did?
Of course she did.
No way.
Good. Yep.
Oh God. Do we hear her fifi?
Are we surprised?
No, not at all.
And I'm going to make good and goddamn sure everyone you are affiliated with knows what you did.
Okay.
Because I have all the screenshots, all the screen recordings, all of the live streams you did dragging her across the fucking internet.
I didn't drag
Every
Tammy.
fucking bit of it. All of your names, all of your legal names, all of your fucking doxes are going to the fucking
I didn't
investigator.
dox anybody.
What investigator?
I hope you know that. I have already
Yeah,
sent
the ghost that she talks
PD.
to late at night is not an investigator.
Last night.
Classic. Like some idiot like that.
No, I'm not going to fucking woo Saul.
It's kaiju.
Last night. Do you know where Tammy was?
Sitting in her living room,
First
setting
off,
the scam up with you.
Wait, hold on.
Let's get with something real quick.
Yeah, let's hear it.
You have the tendency to book.
Last night, do you know where Tammy was? Well, last night you were calling her unhinged. You were calling her mentally unstable.
Yeah, a million times.
Like you went on a whole rant about how mentally unstable Tammy was the night that she was supposed to be on panel with you, and instead of being there for your friend who was supposedly in the hospital, you were talking trash about her on your live stream.
Tammy is special needs.
She's a handful.
And then,
It's a handful.
and then it's also important to point out that the stream was not on Tammy. It was on Panda, and it was talking about all the shit she was doing. And then so she, if anyone is causing mental distress to Tammy, it's Panda, because the first time Tammy was on the panel, she came on, she was fine after the stream, she was blowing it off, she didn't care. And then Panda kept on mentioning it. And then she ends up and then starts saying, "Oh, I'm gonna shut down Reaper's channel," and then freaking out about Jessica.
Good luck with that.
That's like, Panda's the one who makes Tammy believe it's all about her.
Yeah,
when
she
it's not.
manipulates the hell out of Tammy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, while she's using her.
Bully people off of this fucking platform. Just because you're fat doesn't mean you're a boss. Just means you're fat. And just because you're the loudest in the room.
Oh, and I just want to make this clear because Panda wants everybody to know. This accent is not a country accent. She's Cajun.
Doesn't make you the fucking smartest. And it doesn't mean you're telling.
Going to jail. Like she's still doing it. We're going to jail for making fun of her.
She's still saying.
She's still saying we're going to jail.
Yeah, we're going to jail. Her stream is titled "Karen's in the Wild and Going to Jail."
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
Okay, Karen Panda.
That's right, parody guy. All of the cows are Cajun.
Because you can lie louder than some people.
She didn't start calling it. What did she call it again?
Creole?
No.
Oh,
it's the same
dialect.
It was. She called it. It's like what Barb calls it.
Oh,
coon thing. Like I don't like saying it.
Coon ass.
Yes.
Coon ass. Yeah, coon ass.
Really longo, crawfish pie.
Thank you, Mask Guy Johnny. Jail, here we come. Yes. Going straight to jail.
She does this every time someone streams about her, or that they're going to jail. Like this is, and then she goes to Walmart and she's handing summonses through Walmart with the envelopes, like every time.
Yeah, I put that in my intro. I thought that was hilarious.
Awesome. It's awesome. I'm still waiting for all this proof she has. She still hasn't put out any receipts.
She said it's on her backup channel. That's about
Yeah, I
history.
do know why she's in the fucking hospital.
Okay.
For a while.
Last night, after all of those comments about her dog, you know, the one she lost, that y'all were really ridiculing her over.
Yeah,
that
the one that you said that you were gonna
that sent her over the edge.
Box for.
I'm gonna play this back again so everybody hears her say it.
Okay.
After all of those comments, yeah, I do know why she's in the fucking hospital. Last night, after all of those comments about her dog, you know, the one she lost, that y'all were really ridiculing her over, that one, yeah, that sent her over the edge. And then when you threatened her with, oh, hell no, that just pushed her off. Her friend went in her house, who I've been talking to fucking for hours now, found her unfucking conscious and had to call a goddamn ambulance.
Wait, are we talking about Oh Hale No, Hale?
Yes.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? So can you explain this to me?
Supposedly
Because
now-
Oh Hale No's in my chat all the time. They're amazing.
Right. Like, Oh Hell No hasn't talked to Tammy in like forever, and definitely hasn't threatened Tammy, and I haven't threatened Tammy with Oh Hell No. Oh Hell No was actually in my panel Friday night. I mean, nobody has, myself, Oh Hell No, none of us have spoken to Tammy, messaged her, DM'd her, nothing. So I don't know where this is coming from.
Well, you murdered her. I mean, do you understand that?
Yeah, clearly.
We're gonna go do some fucking time. She's saying it right now. She's saying I'm not on YouTube because I guess I'm a fucking sex offender like her mod Wendy.
Oh, again?
Yeah, she's going with that one.
Oh, I need to see
she
if I can
loves
pull her link.
She loves labeling everybody a sex offender or a pedophile.
Yeah, I guess
Which
I live.
tells me, I'm starting to think that she has some weird tendencies because she's way too obsessed with the whole pedophilia and sex offender thing.
All right, so before we continue, are we going to continue with the Tammy eulogy, the quivering beaver, or do we want to go see what she's doing live?
Let's see what she's doing live.
Let's see what she's
All
doing live.
Nice.
Going
ham.
What was done needed to be known.
Stupid voice.
The Forrest
And
Gump.
unless you were on
I
the
know.
list that says it's okay to.
So one of my questions I've been saying is who told okay, Classic's in the chat.
Of course.
Classic is in the chat saying, seems they can't get anything right. So much for being a fair chat. Are you freaking kidding me? Telling outlandish lies about all of us today. Are you, Classic, you just said that you went to a funeral for El Chapo's driver.
What?
I never claimed to own a cemetery that Eazy-E is at.
Oh,
it's very
geez.
clear that Eazy-E is buried at Rose Hills Memorial Park. And then he drops the link.
He straight up said that. I remember that. Look at his Twitter. He just makes up lies. He was at Chapo's.
What the heck?
What Classic does, it's really silly, but he'll take pictures from Yelp of catering platters, and then he'll be like, oh yeah, I had this great event today, and then you reverse image search it, and it comes from it's like from Subway and Yelp. It's so weird. Like he took a picture of a beautiful girl and was like, yeah, just chilling with my friend, and that's from somewhere. All the pictures that he shares on Twitter are some catering, so they're all on Yelp or some review site. You can find them. It's so weird. So it's some
weird.
audacity. He just lies to lie.
So he's the male version of Panda?
Hey, hi, howdy, hello. Sorry I've been MIA. Real life jobs.
Jobs.
Actually having to work for a living and all that.
Yeah.
Don't.
So do I. But I do not have time to stream like you do, honey.
I know some of you can't relate. You have to sit on your bulbous ass all day and, I don't know, shit on people on the internet while lying out of your butt crack.
What?
You can relate very much to that statement.
I'm just flabbergasted at the amount of stupidity I saw in one place. How are you going to utter the words, oh, they can't just go around lying on people like that while lying your ass off?
But she can?
How are you also going to say you didn't target someone while targeting them?
I didn't target anybody but you, Panda.
No, the hospital did not release private medical information to you.
No one asked for medical
And
information.
unless you were on the list that says...
No. There's no list. Stop it. Unless you were on the list. Okay, Panda, were you on the list? Really?
No, she wasn't.
Yeah, we can't get.
You have to be family.
Very exclusive list.
No, No, you can call any hospital in the country and ask if so-and-so is a patient there, and they can say yes or no. And usually there is no privacy thing. You're not violating HIPAA or anything by saying yes.
Yeah, and it's usually like unless it's like the president or something, you're not like you're
Correct.
not. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Fallen Angels in Panda's chat right now.
Fallen Angel.
Registered sex offender for life. For life.
Yes.
It's okay to tell people you're there. They're not going to tell you they're even there.
Yeah, they will.
I've had parents be in the hospital and me call and them not even tell me they're there.
Probably
because
your
they did
parents
not
didn't
check
want you to
off
know.
that it's okay to inform people of that. Unless you did something illegal and pretended to be a nurse, which is a felony.
Oh my God.
Yeah, something Panda
one
would
of you
do.
is pretty bad about doing things like that.
Yeah, you Panda.
No, yeah, she's accusing me of pretending to be a nurse, but I've never pretended to be a nurse.
Yeah.
I believe you.
Just the usual.
Yeah.
They're not going to tell you that,
Yeah,
especially
they
in
will.
light of the situation.
See,
And if
my
you want
mother,
to
who
carry
is a
on
retired
believing that there's no
RN,
case,
knows that.
What'd you say?
They will tell you yes or no. My mother is a retired RN, and she even told me that by saying yes or no, the patient is admitted, is not against HIPAA, and they will 99.9% of the time honestly tell you if they're admitted or not.
do that. You will eventually find out otherwise, but you can carry on talking through your anus.
Why does she have to talk
That
about
seems to be
sexual
the
things?
only.
She is so aggressively sexual whenever she gets upset.
Yeah. It's gross.
All she does. Like,
It's so gross.
Part of your entire body is because the only thing you run, ma'am, is your mouth. I know you ain't running laps. Okay, you ain't got
And
nobody
the truth
for. You
about
ain't
you,
running no
Panda.
laps. Not a one, unless it's laps around your dining table.
She's legit never
getting
seen
more
my
food.
body, by the way.
And she's never going to show you hers either.
No.
Right? Classic. Wow.
Never.
The hypocrisy, though, classic. The
But I
hypocrisy.
can tell you from just seeing her arms and her
Is
neck, I am way thinner than she is.
She's like 4 foot tall and like pudgy. It's weird. And like lots of blemishes and just it's bad. It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's strange.
Mind-boggling.
Yeah.
You got nothing right. You are the
I
loud.
got everything right.
So I use Google because I don't have personal knowledge of this because, again, like I said, I've never been a nurse, but I have worked in clinics, so I don't know how it works in like an emergency room setting or a hospital setting. But
right.
I typed in, can you call a hospital and ask if a patient is there? It says, yes, you can call a hospital and ask if a specific patient is currently admitted there. But due to HIPAA privacy regulations, they will only be able to confirm if the patient is at the facility and may provide, quote, limited information like their general condition or their location within the hospital. This is due to the fact for like family members or friends or somebody searching to see if they can find somebody, especially for like car accident incidents and things like that.
Correct. And all I said when I called was, I'm concerned about someone I know that may or may not have been admitted to your hospital. I just want to know if they've been admitted. Nothing more than that.
Hold up, you
They
are
asked me
disgusting.
for her name.
I
gave her her name, and they said no. And I said, thank you. Have a great day.
So we don't need to call and check because it's fucking bullshit.
I had no, like,
It
I
is.
didn't even know that you had called, but like, there's like, with Trash Panda, these are things that you do not have to confirm. Not with her.
Shut up.
Just
you know?
Now I know.
This is what she does every time. She pivots to something else, something tragic, or that you have to feel bad. So if someone, look how bad they bullied her to death. Like, but no one bullied her to death. Like,
No one did.
God.
No one dragged
Big
her.
T
Nobody
says,
bullied her.
Sunshinery, in
Nothing.
my facility, we cannot confirm or deny. Maybe CS is residential, not an ER. That's possible.
Proudest
They can
wrong
let people
person
know
I
if
have
someone
ever
has been
seen in
admitted, but nothing more than that. Exactly.
my life. Oh.
Thank you, Twisted
And
Spinner,
that
for
one,
subscribing.
that
I
one's an
appreciate it.
interesting one. Running around the internet pretending to oust pedophiles while also pretending to be a pedophile's girlfriend for like 4 years.
Huh?
Come on, dude.
Who's that?
Are you even supposed to be on YouTube? I don't think you are.
That's the second person I've heard her say that. Are you supposed to be on YouTube? I don't think you are.
What about, what's the fallen angel? Is she supposed to be on
They said a
YouTube?
lot of things that were not true. That
What,
particular
like your
creator
kids
will
really are
run
in
with
CPS
whatever
custody?
makes their narrative sound better.
I don't need a narrative.
The more
You give
outlandish,
it to
the
me.
better.
The audacity to talk about anybody speaking on outlandish statements.
Right.
That's all she does.
Everything is wild, and it's always got to be over the top. If like Tammy says that she's got like an infected leg, Panda's like, well, both of my legs are infected, and I walked 50 miles today. So what about it? That's what Panda
Up a
does.
mountain in the snow.
Oh, you have cancer? Well, I have 12 different kinds of cancer.
They're all female.
Yeah, all female.
All female. I'll be back in like 10 minutes. I have to go do something really quick.
No worries. Go ahead.
All right.
They don't care about facts or vetting. Neither did the desperate pick-me bitch in her chat with her dead-ass channel. That.
How many people is in the chat right now? I can't see.
Right now, 86.
We have 86 people in the chat, and what we've been coasting with over 100 because we've been covering Letity, right? And then as soon as we cover Trash Panda, of course it went down. Understandably, I'm sorry, guys. But she has 9 people in her chat. Not dead, no. And thank you all for being here. I appreciate it, especially suffering through this portion. You guys are the best.
The thing is, it's just so boring, but it's like worth it to watch. It's like it's not. It takes a while, but it's so. That's her protective layer, is the boringness. You gotta crack through it, and yeah.
It's wild lies, dude. She straight up said she swam with sharks. She had a pet shark named Scar. Fucking. She had a pet moose a couple of months ago, and she went back to Maine. That was one of her funniest.
Now she has a
yes, the Frank the moose.
Frank the moose, and he hangs out with her, and he's friendly, and she feeds him berries, and now she's got a Maine Coon cat that followed her home from the cemetery.
No fucking way.
Yeah, I think she just thinks that Maine Coon, like, because it's exclusive to Maine, so that like it's just like the cats that hang around Maine. Like that's how her brain works. That's what I'm assuming, because it's so childlike and weird.
Cat that follows you home. A fucking a Maine Coon cat's like an expensive fucking rare cat.
Yes.
They don't follow you home.
No, they're not gonna be like feral Maine Coons.
She stole one.
That one never vetted or fact-checked anything either. But anyway, dude, just stop, okay? Just stop. You sound dumb. Like, I'm not even going to dignify your stupidity with a response.
But
because
you do
you're
for
not
hours.
going to turn what you did into content. And if you are, you're not going to use me to do it. What you did to that poor woman was disgusting. And I didn't even have permission per se. They asked me to talk about it because what was done needed to be known. They didn't want this one flying under the radar. They didn't want this person getting away with what they did.
She's saying Tammy's family straight up asked Panda. Tammy tried to kill herself, and she's in the hospital because she got bullied for not taking care of her dog, whatever. But Panda's saying the family straight up reached out to Panda and told her to live stream about their family members' attempted fucking
Which was
mind
this live stream here, the Tammy live stream here, which was where she did the eulogy. And what I want to also point out, during this like supposed awareness stream that she was doing, most of the stream was about her being upset with what Reaper was saying about her, not Tammy.
It always goes back to her. She just uses these things as a shield, and then she just goes on about what was done to her, cycles through everything from the past.
What you people have done to me, but I'm stronger than Tammy was the whole vibe.
The best. The best.
Because what you did was wrong. I don't care what you used to deflect, filibuster, and completely negate responsibility for your own words.
I feel like she's been watching a lot of politics, like watching like debates or something, because she picks up random words and then just overuses them in the wrong spot. That's Southern intellect.
Indeed. But it doesn't matter what you say I did or didn't do. Your actions are still your actions. You still did and said what you did and said.
The reason why she's not giving examples is because she can't remember what examples she's given already.
Yeah, like what did we do and say there, Panda? No.
You did and said it. Whatever the fuck it was. It's your fault. You did it.
Fucking idiot.
Regardless of what I did.
What'd you say?
It's always this vague shit. Like, that's because she just, she doesn't remember. She can't keep up with it.
Yeah, and for those of you guys who can't see the full name, this is Trashpanda Awareness Channel. They post a ton of great content on Panda. So no, that's not Emma. That's not me.
My picture is Serious Pack. He's a tough guy. He was coming to get us.
Yeah, and you guys all know Joe. Yeah, he was gonna swap my kids.
You can swap your kids, all this shit, because he's a fucking tough Panda.
Did or did not do.
Hey, Yasmina, good to see you.
Did. Doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You did what you did, and you're wrong. And I can pull up a million fucking receipts of you lying.
Always goes to that.
I've got a screenshot in my phone where you tell someone that the child you were homeless in your car with was a small child. I have that screenshot.
She's talking about Reaper right now in this situation.
I also have receipts of you begging people for money because you were poor health and you were homeless in your car with your kid.
Anything that you've done. Like,
I have those and we can go over them if you want.
It was like a month ago, moving to Maine and begging for money to.
Yeah, she went out. The only reason why she was able to go out to Maine was because of her chat. And like, if you ask your chat for money, then so be it. But don't sit there and like give other people shit for doing that.
Yeah, and then when Tammy needs $5, needs a couple bucks for the dog, I'm strapped. I work fucking 40 hours a day.
Yeah, how come Panda didn't have to pay it forward to Tammy?
I know.
On my community tab, but to continue in a battle of wit with people completely unarmed and ill-equipped.
I literally can pull up videos, like within the last year, I could probably pull up 50 videos with the same exact transcript.
A battle of wits, ill-equipped every fucking time. That's her favorite line. She's like a fucking supervillain.
Yes, I was just gonna say that.
You're gonna do a battle of wits, ill-equipped.
Wits with Trashpanda, like the dumbest person I've ever seen, heard.
Seems pointless to me. Because no matter how many receipts I show you, smooth brain motherfuckers.
You haven't shown any.
Not one.
Except for, wait a second, she showed the vending machine one, and then she showed the $3 she sent to Ringtail Rescue that she refused to match.
She didn't even match it, dude. They raised $3 for fucking animals, and she didn't even drop $3 herself. Fucking asshole.
The $1.82 to the Salvation Army.
That's right. That's right.
I do that when I buy Roundup. Like, fuck you.
So just do that.
Yeah, at the gas station, you want to round up for the Salvation Army or for kids with cancer? Yeah, go ahead.
With cancer, it's like, yeah, sure, all right, cool, here you go. Do I need to post that receipt?
Yeah, for real.
To just dig in deeper. You're gonna fucking double down on your lies because you are incapable
That's
of
what
owning
you're
your own
doing
shit.
right now.
Ma'am. So arguing back and forth to you is about like trying to suck cola through a closed straw. It's pointless.
What?
Much like yourself.
I shouldn't say Mountain Dew.
I'm not, no.
Code Red.
Yeah, some code red.
Because the problem with arguing with a liar, a documented liar,
Yeah.
a proven liar, is that you're never going to win that argument.
You're absolutely right.
Because
proving that right now.
Yes.
The self-awareness is crazy with these people.
People never win this fight. That's how I know with Panda it never ends. Like, this is just gonna go on and on and on and on. Okay, Panda faked being the president of France. Like, that'll be something the next stupid thing she'll do, and just go with it. But you can never beat Panda. She'll always be like, yeah, I did do that, you fucking pedophile, you idiot.
Well, when this whole drama thing started out, like when she's like, I'm done with drama, and then made that crazy post about Reaper, that comment, what we were saying is that she was going to end up in the hospital, and instead she put Tammy in the hospital.
Exactly. What a strange turn of events. Like, we thought she was headed toward the ICU. No, Tammy was.
Not this time. She couldn't do it again. It was too embarrassing the last time. Driving barefoot, freaking out.
To kill her own self off.
Yes.
I thought she was gonna fake Tammy's death.
That's coming. Don't spoil it.
I
Don't tell her. Do it.
Yeah.
Don't give her ideas.
I don't think Tammy could take it. I don't think she could like not be in chat that long.
I think Tammy's in on it. I think Tammy's like, yeah, absolutely, Panda, lie and say that I'm dead. And like, cause she's fucking nuts. She's out to lunch.
Yeah, I just don't think Tammy's as good as a liar. Like, well, not that Panda's a good liar either, but she's not as committed, I don't think, as Panda. And she'll just show up and freak out in the chat one day.
Yeah, I agree.
everything you show them, they will have an excuse, or they'll say, oh, well, that's not facts. Police lie. Really? Do they? Or is it your scumbag boyfriend?
Okay, I don't know a whole lot about the Reaper thing, so I'm not going to play much more of that one because I don't know how to respond to that. Let me see if I can find the eulogy for Tammy or her freaking out, or we could do the quivering beaver.
No, let's hear it be gross. Fuck it. She's just gonna, her live is gonna go on till about 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I want to hear this. You guys got to hear this quivering beaver thing. It's nuts.
She'd never seen anybody OD before.
Figures, bro. You fucking gooba. Don't care. Cover Leticia. Go play with your toys, M Stone. You fucking weirdo.
I know you guys don't, but we covered Leticia for 2 hours. You can check the beginning.
But yet, back when she was trying to involve herself in the Lisa Richard content, suddenly she was an addict when she was a teenager. So she could fit in and she could be part of the recovery group too. It's amazing what some people will lie about to fit into a community.
Wow, the nerve!
I know.
It's amazing. It's so crazy.
Protection is insane.
Oh, hold up. She says she cares.
You legit lied about recovery? Wow.
So did you. So did you.
Yes.
Pretending to be an awareness channel. People need an awareness channel on you because you lie, you backflip, you backtrack, you double talk, you filibuster, you manipulate, and you gaslight people.
She said
Trouble
manipulate.
is, there are receipts out there that prove you're a liar. And they are up, and they are in video form on this platform for literally anyone with an active brain cell to go and see for themselves. So you really need to stop judging people when the shit in your closet is far worse. Far worse. Especially when you abandon one of your miniatures to what? Why did you abandon her to have a serious surgery or operation
Yeah, she's talking about Reaper again.
Your boyfriend on his books because he's demanding.
I'm gonna find this quivering
Who
spot.
scammed Tammy. Was the only one held accountable for it. But I want to see legitimate, verifiable third party threatening audience members.
Who's the third party? What is she talking about?
She's talking about receipts
Thinking
and
the
what she
entire time
defines
people
as like acceptable receipts. Because she's talking about us posting receipts about her, and then she's like, I want to see legitimate third party verifiable receipts that somebody else can verify is actually true.
She's got the one notarized we have.
Yeah, exactly. The notarized statement of you saying that your kids are in CPS custody, that one, that's third party. That's notarized.
I'm in recovery 3 years. To pretend to be in recovery is pretty vile. Yes, it is, Big T. I've been in recovery for quite a long time too, and she ran her mouth hard about people being in recovery, especially when she was covering Lisa Richard, and she talked about how she's never done drugs before. She learned her lessons by watching other people, and that's why she's so beautiful, and that's why she's so smart, is because she never did drugs. And then randomly she decided to say that she was at 15 years sober or something, which was strange.
And yeah,
it is.
she talked so much shit, like the way she was talking in that weird like selfie, because she did the filtered selfie and she just couldn't admit that it was filtered. But the way she talked about people who just did drugs and was just so insulting, saying they all look like tore up road and all that type of stuff, but not her. She's beautiful. Because there's a bold glamour filter.
She was a pothead for a week. She was like, I smoke weed. Yeah, eating a few edibles.
Also not good though when there's a CPS like thing. Like,
yeah,
you're gonna get
loser.
But I know that my audience members have been threatened for the last time.
Nobody's threatened her audience.
The harassment,
no.
all of it.
I tag them. That's the thing. She says I email them, and no one
because that's who I am. Leno Chin, but that doesn't make you a fucking badass.
Kind of does.
That's the one thing you can't stand about me, isn't it? I've been the only one you could not bully off this platform because you have tried in all your wily mean girl ways to bully me off this platform, but bitch, it ain't happening. Serving life denies with people. They don't get court-martialed for.
Oh my god, is this not it?
I have been thoroughly gentle.
God damn it.
That would vouch for you and not condemn you.
Did somebody post a clip of that? Didn't we already have a clip?
And countless others, quite frankly.
Yeah, it's got to be in the Discord because it's hilarious. God damn it. I messed up. My bad, guys.
Given out so much content over the last week.
Yes.
So it's hard to keep up.
All right, I'm going to play this woman Scorned real quick. Keep some people in the chat so I can find it.
All 7 of us. And just... I'm sorry. Bask in the love. The love we had for one another, even though it was damaged and tainted. And sad love. Like the love that I have for my sister still, for being my protector and guardian when I was growing up. And I feel sorry that her story went a little bit differently than my own. So, I would think as a child when we were all better and we were gathered in one room, this would be the perfect, and this is a child's mind thinking back. It's like, I wish this whole room would just turn into a spaceship and shoot us all to space together as a family. Everyone I love, most of all, here in one close proximity. And I don't know where I keep getting these ideas of space and time and stargazing. And I tell people, I'm just like you, only a little different. I've said that numerous times. And then when I was in bits of pieces of psychosis, I would say things like, just odd things that kind of freaked people out. And I can't think of what I was just thinking of, but I'll probably relay that in another video. So if you want to keep Keep that in mind, that fragment of the story. I'd appreciate it. I am not telling you about my day. I'm telling you a recap of my events today, right now, before I go on my live. And I just fed the cats and I just, aired out my bed because, the dust mites need an hour to air out before you can make your bed safely. So I made my bed and I showered and I did my hair. I have to still go do my dishes real quick before I start my live, but I want to make sure all my chores are done before I engage in any type of recreation. And I want others to understand that I'm not trying to take advantage of anyone. I'm not trying to take advantage of the system. I'm not trying to take advantage of myself even while doing this. And that's why I need times where I have to step away from social media because the energy I'm receiving is toxic and I have to breathe, The terms I also came across with some of these therapists and everything, and some of these individuals that counseled me were words such as empath and hypersensitive, HSP, and prescient, foreseeing the future. I don't know what I am. I don't know who I am, but I've told people many times, I don't feel like I belong here. I said that many times when I was growing up. This isn't supposed to be happening. This isn't what I signed up for. And I remember when I was in a state of such mania that I was telling people that that's not the contract I signed for this soul. This was not my soul contract. What happened? Where are the things I was promised in this life? And everybody's like, well, some people, not everybody, some people say, well, you've got to earn it. You've got to earn what you get, and that's just how it, no. Some of us just know. We're here for a short time, and we're here to experience this as a first experience, but we feel as though we've been here before. And I also feel all the time that I shouldn't be dressed this way. I shouldn't be dressed in slacks. I should be dressed in a long dress, a big fluffy dress. Like the period piece movies that I watch, from like the 19th century and so on. That's what I've always told people. And I really wish that I could get psychics and mediums to help me engage with what they believe, what they see in me. And a lot of people tell me things about seeing a white light around me or seeing light around me, or my aura, the color is great, but I'm sure it depends on the mood, because I'm sure that I could darken somebody and just torment them for the remainder of their days with a few short sentences. I have traumatized others, not meaning to, in my state of confusion. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know where I'm going with this. I don't know what's going to happen, but I do know that at least I'm sharing my story. And yeah, it looks like a woman scorned. And yeah, it looks like I'm gloating sometimes. Yeah, it looks like I'm proud of myself. Why shouldn't I be? I've accomplished a lot. I'm very humble. I know I'm very humble. And people tell me I'm humble. And if you see me in person, I cower because I'm shy. And like, even around my fiance and dating, I was a lady. I tried to be. I wasn't trying to be flirtatious and provocative or any of that. I do understand that a bit of, cleavage goes a long way and everything. I understand that. It really engages, it helps men to focus, I suppose. I don't really know. Apparently staring at breasts is beneficial for men. But speaking of men, I have never come across a man so entirely, absolutely as open-minded and compassionate as my Robert. I thought all men were the same. I was going to write a novel based upon all the men that had taken advantage of me throughout dating, who had promised me the world, said, if you lie down with me for a night, that it would make things better. But it didn't, did it? You were evil, and you took advantage of me. And you took advantage of me when I was weakest. And somebody had made a comment, too, had attacked me, and said something about some of the behaviors I had done in the past. And I said, I'm sorry. If you're suggesting that you suffer from absolutely no form of mental illness, and you are messaging me as a cyberbully to attack a sentient being, one that has cognitive reasoning, and you believe I'm worse because I had taken the life of a couple of animals because I knew they would suffer in the long run. I did it out of compassion for those things.
Are you
the bully
gonna
breed?
cry?
Pit bulls?
Piss your pants, maybe? Maybe shit and cum?
Where are we at? Are we talking about Leticia or are we talking about Panda?
I have Leticia playing right now because I'm looking for the timestamp of the Quivering Beaver if you guys want to help me find it.
You're a Rhodes Scholar, you know.
Yeah, I'm lost. I just came back.
We gotta get. We're looking for the clip of Panda talking about her pussy and saying it's gross.
It was the last live stream that she did. The only one she didn't delete so far.
Yes, and I have that pulled up. I'm just trying to find the right timestamp.
Use the transcript. It's
yeah,
easier.
Does the transcript Control F search it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Hang on.
That way you don't have to listen to her voice.
Yeah, I don't want to give the secret out because then she's gonna hide the transcript, but that's the secret.
That's fine. But yeah, I use the transcript on everything. It's faster.
And you believe I'm worse because I had taken the life of a couple of animals because I knew they would suffer
I'm not
in the
gonna
long
pull it
run.
up and do it right on screen, so it doesn't.
I did it out of
get
compassion for those
shown
things.
what I'm doing.
The bully
Yeah,
breed,
I don't blame you.
pit bulls, were banned in the area. Where were they going to go? Nobody would have wanted them. So, and that's unfortunate because it's not all based on the breed. And that's the same concept you'll see within race and humans. It's not all based on the race, it's based on the individual. That's why I kept telling everyone, I'm an individual. Why are you attacking me? Why are you arresting me? Why are you not believing me? I'm an individual. Look at my entire background. Look at who I am, why I am telling you these things. Help. I'm help. That's what I think of the fifth element.
Oh God.
Help. When
Okay.
she says help,
Ew,
like I'm
is it
speaking
right
another
in the
language to
beginning?
you people. Did I fall from the sky? I don't understand. Can I at
No,
least
I
get my
feel like
words
I
out?
have.
And
Right
apparently
in
I've
the
got to put it in
Hang on,
layman's
no, she
terms
says-
and cuss up a storm because
She says beaver 34 times.
Uh-huh. She sure does.
Big old floppy jalopy beaver.
I wouldn't deliver the beaver. I wouldn't put my muffin on his stash mash thing. You know, the beaver destroyer? Like, this is...
I don't.
Oh my God.
This angle that, oh yeah, Clean Stash makes fun of me because he wants to have sex with me. It's like, no, I make fun of you because you fake cancer and tell people I'm a pedophile and
He
try to
also
send
says-
me.
She also says that about women too, though. Like even like all the women who talk about her, I want to have sex with her too. So it's always that. It's fucking weird.
Fucking crazy.
Okay, so
No one
we're
wants to have sex with that.
going to be at 14:30.
To him, and I said no. I'm not gonna give it to him. And now he's mad because I wouldn't deliver the beaver. I wouldn't put my muffin on his stash mash thing. You know, the Beaver Destroyer 2.0. I said no. And now he's
I
going
feel
to
like
take
the
me to
beginning of Freddy
jail
got fingered.
for
Yes.
beaver
I don't wanna touch the other
alienation.
beaver.
Because he feels alienated from my beaver because I won't let him have it. And now he needs to go to jail.
The way that she says it with that accent, it's just killing me. He
got me.
feels
That's-
alienated from my beaver.
Yeah, that's why I make fun of you for losing your kids to the state. That's exactly it. You got me.
This is ridiculous.
You know that movie Teeth? That movie was made about Panda.
It's disgusting.
Makes me sick. It's like, all right, dude. Well, you can run with this one. I don't really. It doesn't really bother me, but it's like, oh Jesus, dude. Just hear it.
Alien beaver. You guys are bad. She's talking
love
about
the
clean
cat.
there, but then she starts to talk about Reaper too. It's nuts.
Morph together.
Oh, I'm so
Yeah,
glad
she
you guys
morphs
reminded me about
everybody
the
together.
transcript. I haven't done this in a while, so I'm so glad you reminded me. Thank you.
Croissants. And the breakfast bowls, they have
food.
Yeah, more food. Okay, I'm like a minute behind.
I want to
But that's the point. How do you go from like
Jimmy
breakfast
Dean to beavers?
Look, I know I make some of y'all rondy, but some of you don't stand a snowball's chance in hell. Trolls.
God.
Trolls.
You cannot have my snatch.
Here it is.
No panda beaver for you. Get out of my anus.
What the fuck? Is she confused of what
Oh
her
my
vagina
god,
and
that
her anus
sounds
is?
good.
I went to her chat once, asked if she was circumcised, and she said
You
that
are
that was
not gonna make my
racist.
beaver quiver.
No.
Okay.
All
She's
right, we're
not
about to
bright.
start go
Nuh-uh.
diving into the quiver thing, and that's stupid. That's such a stupid thing to say. You're
You
racist.
circumcised?
That's
fucking
racist.
What? Oh my god, she took stupid to a whole new level.
Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys gotta listen closely to this. Chat.
Okay.
Good. You are not gonna make my beaver quiver. Okay. You could not make the beaver of a fly quiver. You don't have.
Okay, before I press continue, should I speed it up or let it just you guys marinate in the original sound?
Oh god, please speed it
The
up.
original slow.
Oh, I lost that debate.
You gotta have it on slow. It hits harder.
It does.
Oh. Does she know that flies don't have coochies? Never mind.
Beavers.
She does. Yeah, she speaks on 0.5x.
Mm-hmm.
Like a fraction of an inch. Weirdos. Like some of you men that are in this like girl stuff,
That's me. That's me.
trolls, do not have the penis size of a gnat, and that is why you're so angry. Quivering beaver. Yeah. Oh, I didn't know they had steak and potatoes. I'm gonna make a beaver quiver.
I didn't know they had steak and potatoes. I'm gonna make your beaver
I'm
quiver.
gonna make your beaver quiver. Who's hungry?
I'm gonna make a beaver quiver. Donna, Donna, beaver quiver, beaver quiver, beaver quiver. I'm gonna open up a restaurant and I'm gonna call it the Quivering Beaver, where I'm only gonna serve like dishes that look like giant twats. I'm gonna have your roast beef sandwich.
Jesus Christ. This is a woman saying
And I'm gonna have like.
This is a woman saying this. That's the
I will
grossest.
never.
But she'll be
Yeah,
real quick
I
to
will never
say
eat
how much
again.
how you have no class
No,
and
it's like
no wit.
Yeah.
This childlike interpretation of sexuality and just like
Yeah.
she's like fucking stupid. Like it's like a kid. I thought like this when I was 11.
I've never thought like this.
10-year-old boy thing.
Sorry. Oh, okay.
Various tacos, and like I'm gonna have booby ice cream. I'm gonna have puss a la mode, where it's like French toast shaved like a twat, like with the ice cream on top.
Also was like, oh, my trolls are dying right now because I'm so funny. They gotta admit that I'm funny. Like this is like.
It's funny because it's disgusting. Like we're laughing because we're laughing at you, not with you on
at
this.
her. Correct. Yes.
Her overly fake laughing to it, like hysterically cracking herself up. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, she's being like sexually aggressive because she's angry right now. So she's like trying to think of like, haha, I'm laughing. I'm not bothered at all. And this is her way of like proving she's not bothered by like being disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
All of the beavers retreated into their hidey holes.
Totally gonna do it. I'm gonna
6
cover
more
some
weeks
of them
of
in
winter,
cottage
Panda.
cheese, like cottage cheese and pears. Oh my sweet baby Jesus! Fish tacos.
Did she choke on something?
And I'm legit gonna name the restaurant like the Quivering Beaver because that's fucking hilarious. And you know,
You shouldn't have sold that extra farm. You could have turned it into the Quivering Beaver.
You
Maybe
know
the nuns
people
could
would
have, helped fund it.
go to that restaurant just to say, I have been to the Quivering Beaver and I survived. Make t-shirts.
Yeah, most people don't have to start a restaurant to have a man want their beaver, Panda. Sorry.
This beaver comedy bit goes on for like fucking 15
Forever. Yes,
Like,
because then she's
no.
like, "Oh, it's a T-shirt idea. Hell yeah! I'm gonna
And
make
she's the only
beaver
one-
T-shirts."
There's
Oh
like
my
two.
god.
They're like, yeah, that's awesome, Panda, because they think they're gonna get some pussy out of her.
Ew.
Classic and hairy. Like
Harry Day.
Ugh.
Ew, yeah, right? But come on, tell me that wouldn't be the most hilarious shit ever.
It
Badongadonk
wouldn't.
milkshakes, yeah. It sounds like
What the fuck?
family establishment destination.
Like, this whole thing reminds me
Oh my
of a
God.
mental patient who escaped from the asylum.
Just like cracking
the,
herself up.
the laughing, it's like insanity laughing.
Yeah.
Like, she's the only one that can laugh like that at her own
But she's
words.
not. That's the thing, though, is she doesn't think any of this is
It's
funny. She's
fake.
forcing it.
Right. It's all fake.
She'll get the like Aries and they'll say, "Oh, this is so funny," just to get her on, and then she just laughs even more. She's like, "Oh, they're laughing," so
Yeah, she'll keep repeating it because, yeah, she can't decide if like the laugh reacts are from the trolls or from like her quivering beaver joke.
I think sometimes when she sees the laugh react, so she switches it around and then she tries to be silly. So people are like, "Oh no, they're laughing because Panda's so funny, not because to upset her."
No, what fucks me up is like knowing like how perverted she is and just gross and like it's just bad. Like it's the guys she's talking to. Like if you knew the background of some of the dudes in her chat, like Harry Dagg. Harry Dagg is like literally jerking off while she's
Total
talking.
creep.
He's a fucking weirdo. He was sending his nude photos to some woman's kid. Like he's fucking crazy. Yeah, he's bad news. He was trying to get pills through the mail, and he's just, he's gross. He's so gross. And like, so he's cranking down while this is happening. Like he's like, believer, pounding down hard.
What the hell?
Yeah, Rose, that's like Barb's old friend and then turned enemy. Yeah, it's that one.
Yeah. The new Hooters. Fuck Hooters, come to the Quivering Beaver, where we'll make your beaver quiver no matter what.
Her voice is like automatic
I would come
birth
up
control.
with the most insane fucking commercial, like, one-liners. Welcome to the Quivering Beaver, where every beaver quivers. Have a nice day. Even if you don't have one. They can take Panda. They can take Panda Express.
Yeah, it's technically called a brothel.
Hey, Kiwi. I swear to God, the fucking sidetracks we get stuck on over here are hilarious. You, like, even if you hate me, you have a good time here. I don't know why these people want to ruin that for everybody. It's not my fault you don't have a personality. I can't help you.
Panda like absorbs
what
like her obsession of the week's personality.
It's so bad. It's and even then she's like, people have fun over here. It's like, dude, get the fuck out of here, Panda. Nobody has fun. Every stream you do is just freaking the fuck out about people trolling you. Like, how is that fun? It's fun for me because I'm laughing my ass off, but it's not fun for you.
Right.
Please look up for different map. Pardon me. 15 minutes.
Face, ma'am.
You yell at me. I don't.
Jesus
Yeah, I think it just goes on with her.
Christ, ma'am.
Oh, I know she starts talking shit
Do
about
you
all of us
have a
again at some point.
husband? Is he okay? How are things down under? Easy street. Jesus. How were things
All
down
right, so I had to
under?
skip like 45 seconds, and that whole time she wasn't paying attention at all to this video. She was thinking of what she would say next about this beaver thing.
I do. I love these. I love these videos. Like, Panda Express and a good time package now being listed on the travel destinations. Complete with a warning. Don't know what will happen and not responsible for jack shit. Right, April?
Over, I pulled over for speed.
So I can go. This woman must really love her titties. She is screaming at him to give her back her titties so she can go. Why did you hand him your titties, ma'am? Like, you don't just go around willy-nilly handing out your titties to every officer that pulls you over.
This is fucking awful.
She needs
Absolutely
help.
awful. By handing your titties to everybody that put you.
Disgusting. It's disgusting. Let me see how many times she says Cavern of Doom.
Cavern of Doom, yeah, call your pussy Cavern of Doom. That's so gross. That's not gonna get you a new man.
Nope.
She doesn't need one.
Oh yeah, she's living with the dude. She's the famous. She sold her house. Where are we at with it financially? I think she owns 2 houses in Maine now. But one of them's a big.
She had multiple farms. She sold one of them.
She got rid of one of the farms. That's important because it's like that farm would really be stressful. What about Chief? Remember she had the horse named Chief?
Yeah.
What happened to Chief? Like, who's taking care of Chief? Did you sell him to the nuns?
Sell him to the nuns.
Oh my god.
Weren't the nuns who bought the farm?
Yeah, the nuns bought the farm and they're making a rectory. It's obviously. Have you ever seen Mother Angelica on Catholic TV? Panda knows.
Yes.
Yeah, before she died, Panda.
EWTN.
She lived right up the street. They were good friends.
Oh wow.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, she's friends with Don Shipley too.
Don Shipley.
Oh, I doubt that. I doubt that 100% because he would have called your ass out on Stolen Valor way before I did.
Rest in peace, Chief.
About videos she saw online on his channel.
Yes.
Luckily.
Oh,
poor Chief though. Yeah, we lost Chief. He's gone. I don't. Well, hopefully the nuns are taking care of him.
Hopefully. We still haven't figured out where Scar went.
Yeah, Scar.
He's probably waiting by the dock for her right now.
Oh, don't say that. That's so sad.
It is sad.
We serve popping hot glizzies as well. We glaze them ourselves with freshly.
Yeah, I want you guys to keep in mind that we were on, we started this at 15 minutes, and she keeps pausing it to talk more about this quivering beaver thing. This is at 40 minutes now.
Not talking about the video that she's playing.
No, she just keeps thinking of additional things to add to the quivering beaver.
Right. Oh my god.
The pause, that's...
You have to have a glizzy with your beaver.
Oh my god.
Some people just ask for it. Oh well, learn the hard way.
Jesus, there's like a 26-second pause here.
Wait a minute.
Uh-huh.
I always think my videos paused. I'm like, did my internet go out? Like, what happened? But it's not. She's
Yeah, I've thought that too.
Right? Glizzy, like glazed. Have you never eaten a muffin yet?
She thinks a glizzy is a muffin.
Hot dog. What are you talking about?
I wonder what she thinks gooning is.
She knows exactly what gooning is.
Oh yeah.
Right now.
Like when you eat the kitty or the muffin or the cavern of doom, it will glaze your face.
Oh my god, that's disgusting.
Who talks like this during a live stream? Like, what the actual F? Seriously.
She's a freaking nut job.
Yes. She was calling Tammy mentally unstable? No. This, Panda, that's mentally unstable. Oh my god.
That is a glizzy.
She's gooning.
Oh god!
What?
You'll hear it. I just read too quickly, quicker than she can speak.
Oh.
No, it's not possible. It's just videos, fucking long ass pauses.
Yeah, basically.
It's another 10-second pause. Sorry,
Hey, yeah,
guys.
not cottage
That's
cheese.
why it's faster to go through the
Ghost!
transcript.
Hey, yeah, not cottage cheese.
Why are you yelling at? You just tried to take off.
Disgusting. Okay, so that's the Cavern of Doom. Beaver.
So she produces cottage cheese, basically, is what she just said. Okay.
She live, you can hear her toilet flushing and shit. When she was living in Alabama in the trailer, you could hear her toilet flushing
I
constantly.
know.
Funny.
It was gross.
She was, I'll be right back, and all you hear is like Duke. You hear the toilet seat slam down. And fucking toilet flush. A couple minutes later.
Oh my god.
It's so gross.
Zero class. Zero class.
Eats every single live stream she's eating. You put her on a Panda
But she's anorexic.
Yeah, she's anorexic at the same time. She's like, oh, I got this snakes I'm gonna have right now. She's eating for like 4 hours straight.
Does she know what anorexia is?
I wonder if I should show. I'll probably do this my next stream. There's I got that lady that you sent like 2 months ago who ended up commenting on my stream. I found one of her videos. She's like advocating for Leticia and like pandering to this like trafficking. So if you guys watched Leticia from the beginning, she used to title her streams like trafficking, and like whenever she was arrested, she'd call it trafficking. And this lady is like pandering to that and saying that it's true.
Oh god.
Man, she's weird. Like that's a whole other story.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna jump off anyway.
Yeah, I think I'm about to end this. It's been a lot of fun.
3 o'clock in the morning tonight, so we got a good one in store.
Yeah, we do, because she probably doesn't know how to handle the fact that Trash Panda awareness isn't you or me.
Yeah. Nah, she'll come up with something. She always does.
Yeah.
She's gonna go and this is the last I'm gonna address you. I'm not even gonna give you a response. And another thing, and that's all I gotta say about that.
Yes.
I'm done responding to the trashy Panda. She can continue to sit there and look completely idiotic and stupid every time she opens her mouth. That's perfectly fine. She's the only one. She's hurting herself, not me.
Don't worry, she will. She will.
Oh, I know.
Forever. You tune in a year, and it's gonna be like,
Oh, yeah.
bitch Reaper. You should have seen what I said to her. I talked about my cavern of doom.
That's awesome.
Talk to you later.
All right, talk to you later. Thanks for coming up. I appreciate it, guys.
Thank you.
Good night. Thank you.
Good night, guys.
Good night.
All right, I want to make sure you guys can still hear me. Yes, you can. Hey, chat, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. I had a blast. There were a couple other things I wanted to cover with Leticia, but I can always pull that up in the next stream. You guys have been incredible tonight. I appreciate all of your support. please make sure to like the stream. I want to hear what you guys think in the comments below if you guys rewatch this or have any more to say. I'm sorry about the trigger warning with this quivering beaver. It was a nice panel. Are her parents alive? My mother would be horrified if she ever heard me talk like this, let alone online. She actually said that her mother passed away when there was a live stream done on her to call her into like account, and her mother's alive. So they are alive, but she says that they're dead. Or at least her mother is still alive. Stupid brown dye. Oh my god, don't ruin Castle Grayskull for me too. God. No man wants to glaze their face. You weirdo bitch. Yeah, this is it. It was all so like I said, aggressively sexual. She always gets this way, especially with like people she was obsessed with. She was obsessed with Frauditor Reaper. She was obsessed with your favorite villain. She played their content constantly. But the second that they became aware of who she was, suddenly she was super aggressive and gross towards Reaper. I hope you guys have an amazing night. Like I said, leave a comment. Make sure to like the stream. Subscribe if you haven't. And let me play you guys out with a little song. And where'd it go? There it is. I hope you guys have a great night.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I feel committed.
Yeah, okay, so I have to pause because that's right. She told Olaf that Paula molested her bird, which is a crazy, crazy thing to lie about. But you guys hear the things she says. It's absurd. Sorry, I had to address that because holy crap. You guys have a good night.